What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another week. Hope you guys have been having a good Tuesday so far. Yeah, I didn't know what to stream tonight, actually. I thought for a little bit that I was going to stream Jedi Survivor, and then I was like, I don't know. Like, let me fix my chair again. My chair's sliding. But yeah, I didn't know if we were going to stream Jedi Survivor this tonight. I thought about it, and I mean, we're almost done with the Let's Play, actually. We're coming up on the end. I am, actually. You guys aren't. You guys will have probably... Let me think here. You guys probably will have at least 2 to 3 more weeks with the Let's Play, probably. Somewhere in there. Maybe even 4 weeks. Not quite sure. My math might be a little bit off. Yeah, we're almost done. I think next week I have one more ability that I have to get, and then I'll have all the abilities. So I'm thinking once I have all the abilities, we'll go for a full one more Jedi Survivor all exploration stream, get all the exploration out of the way, and try to finish that up. I think we'll do that on maybe like a Tuesday night, maybe like a nice 4-5 hour long stream. Just knock it all out, and that will be complete then. But then, yeah, the Let's Play should be going on still for another 3 weeks at least, possibly 4, depending on how I do at the end of this game. I might finish the game tomorrow, actually. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see. Let's see here. All right. Also, too, I've been playing Zelda off stream, and it's pretty good. The new Zelda is pretty decent. I'm quite surprised, but it's funny, you know, I've been playing that off stream, and then I come back to Elden Ring and I'm like, oh my gosh, this game is just completely, just absolutely beautiful. I mean, Zelda is just, you know, 30 FPS, and it's just, the graphics aren't the best, but it's a good game. Like, but man, 60 FPS, going from 30 FPS to 60 FPS really messes with the eyes, like hardcore. Like, I'm almost having a hard time focusing on the character. That's pretty crazy, actually. I had no idea that was going to mess with me that much. But yeah, tonight we're going to move into Southern Limgrave, I believe. Yeah, we finished up all the northern stuff in the last couple streams. So yeah, part 3, I mean, we could go to Lernia, because we have technically beat Margaret, and we, actually we'd have to take on Godric too. So I'm going to wait though for that. We're going to take on Southern Limgrave first. There's materials down there we'll want to get to help us upgrade and whatnot. So we're going to go through there. There is, I'm trying to remember, I think there's a dungeon. Yeah, there is. There's a cave with a rune bear right down here that we'll have to take out first. But yeah, let's make our way down there. But I'm excited to get back to Elden Ring, though. Feels kind of nice to come back to it. This game just runs so damn smooth. I mean, the new Zelda is good. It's smooth. It's just, like I said, going from 60 FPS to 30 FPS, and then back to now 60 tonight. It's pretty crazy just how much FPS matters. And I will say, too, the Switch... like, it needs to be updated. Crap, I keep clicking the buttons for, or somewhat the buttons to pick up in, like, Zelda. But, yeah, my friend allowed me to borrow their Switch for a while, so I have been able to play the Zelda, thank goodness. And like I said, the new Zelda's good. I'm not very far in it yet. I just got done with the Sky Islands today. The Skylands. I know it's Sky Islands, but I feel like Skylands is a better pronunciation. Oh shit! Don't. Well, that's bad. Oh, we didn't die? Oh my gosh. Okay, where's that cave at anyway? There's a cave down here. There's a rune bear. Oh, there. Okay, down there. Okay. Oh man, I hope we can bite this rune bear. Right off the bat, we're gonna have a rune bear to deal with tonight. But we do have Bloodhound's Fang, so we got this. What is up, Mr. Fahrenheit? I don't know if you heard me talk about it, but I've been playing the Zoo Zelda. The new Zelda, it's pretty decent. It's pretty entertaining. It's nuts what you can do in that game. I hate the combat. I always will hate the combat. I do the least amount of combat as I can have to in that game. I literally like try to cheese most things just because I hate the combat so much. I hated it in Breath of the Wild too. But other than the combat, the puzzles and everything, and this is coming from a guy like me that's not a huge fan of puzzles, I'm really having a good time with it. I'm borrowing a Switch. I'm borrowing a Switch from a friend. So yeah, it's pretty cool. He wasn't gonna play it, but I made a deal with him. He said I could borrow it, so I bought the game, and he's letting me borrow it. So I've been playing that on off stream. That's just a game I've been playing, you know, just to have fun, you know, just off stream and whatnot. That's not really a stream game or anything like that, in my opinion. But yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty good. The fact that you can like you can make anything you want. I mean, there are videos on the internet of people making mechs in Zelda and riding mechs around with and just like destroying everything. Like, it's crazy what the community has already got it into with this game. It's absolutely mind blowing. But do I think though Zelda should deserve it? This new Zelda should be a 10 out of 10? No, not at all. There are a lot of problems with it. A lot of problems. From performance issues to just the fact that the accessibility options suck. There is no settings for brightness. There's no actual settings for the game. Just very brief settings. Like, there's literally like 5 settings. There's no advanced stuff. Like, in my opinion, like, if a game is going to be a 10 out of 10, it needs to be like, it has to have the accessibility settings. It's got to just be all around. It is a new game. Yeah. Right. It's a new game, and that's. But I'm just like, all these companies right now are giving it, you know, 10 out of 10, best game of the century, and I'm thinking, what? No, I mean, Elden Ring, I think, is close to a 10 out of 10 perfect game. You have 10 out of 10 combat. Combat's fantastic. You have 10 out of 10 exploration. You have 10 out of 10 boss design. You have 10 out of 10 story or lore behind it all. You have 10 out of 10 open world. I mean, Elden Ring is very close to a perfect game. Very, very close. I can't say the same about Zelda. But I am enjoying it, though. It's a fun game. It's a fun game for what it is. I'm just not going to be one of those people that's, you know, sucks Nintendo's dick and basically just says, oh, the game is perfect. It has... Oh, shit, there's an arcade. Oh, crap, I'm going to die. Be like one of those people that say, oh, it has no problem, it's the game of the century, when clearly it's not a game of the century. It is like revolutionary in a way of game design, because like the fact that you can rewind anything in the game is pretty crazy when you think about it. Like, you can move a rock, rewind time, jump on the rock, and fling yourself across the air. Like, and that's just a little idea of what you can do in the game. It's pretty insane. Like today, for instance, I had to penetrate this giant fortress, and what I did was, instead of like going through the front of it and having to fight everybody, I just made a giant bridge. Like, I'm talking a giant bridge, and I just used this bridge to jump on the side of the fortress and get myself up there, and I was able to go in and steal the loot without fighting any enemies at all. It was fantastic. Like I said, I play the game, when I play Zelda, I do the least amount of combat as possible, because I just don't like the combat. And I like that you don't have to fight with the combat too in that game for the most part. Like, I'm sure there'll be a point where I have to get a little bit better, but why is there not a dodge roll? Like in Zelda, add a dodge roll. Make Link be able to jump more than a foot off the ground. That's another thing. I hate jumping in that game. Personally, I like low FPS games. I mean, it's all dependent on the person. I mean, I can play... The FPS isn't bothering me that much. I mean, I'm used to it now. Like, it took me a while to get used to it, and then... So it's not the worst deal, but at the same time, like... Just 60 FPS is so smooth. I mean, I mean, you go from that game to this game, and it's just like night and day difference. But at the same time, though, it's a fun game. for what it is for the 30 FPS. All right, this is Limgrave South. First boss in Limgrave South. Marking it off. Okay, there was something I missed. There was a chest at the beginning of this. I forget what's in that chest. I like low FPS games if I'm playing a boomer shooter. Oh. Yeah, I could see how that would be a favor for that kind of thing. Damn, I need to get a lantern. It's driving me nuts. I have to use a torch. I'm trying to think though, like, so the recall ability is really cool. That's something that I'd say is pretty much, you know, people are saying revolutionary. I'd say that is revolutionary. I mean, think of the coding that they had to do in that game to program anything where, like, if you just move a box over into the air to fly through the air and then you recall it to be able to jump on something, like, the fact that you can do that and the fact that they program that is pretty cool. Pretty revolutionary in a way. So that I do agree is revolutionary. I think the hardware on the Switch, it can't handle it. Yeah, the Switch is... Okay, that's another thing. The Switch needs to be updated. I mean, this is... I mean, it works, it plays, it's fine. This is a good game. But, like, if Nintendo wants to compete with anything any of these other companies are doing, they need to update. Like, for, like, the next big games coming out or whatever Nintendo does. I mean, all I really care about is Zelda for the Switch, so... But for other people that like the Switch and play other games on the Switch, they need to update it, because it's very, very underpowered from what everything else is. I mean, I was hearing people use emulators online, and people are using emulators with GTX cards. Now, the GTX cards, the 1660, I was like, what, 2012 or something like that, the GTX 1660 came out, and they're playing it on the 1660, like, better than the Switch. So it just shows that this is like 10-year-old hardware that they're trying to make live right there, and it's just, it's pretty crazy when you think about it. I mean, Nintendo, if they want to keep up, they just have to update their stuff. I played it too on emulator. Yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild, yeah, definitely. I will say, like, some of the I'm stuck on this one. Well, I'm not really stuck on this boss. I tried it a few times and I gave up on it for the time being. There's a boss on the Sky Islands, and I did, like, look it up later, like, after I tried a couple times, like, how to beat it, and I was stupid. I was trying to fight, you know, like a Dark Souls boss, and you can't do that in Zelda. You have to, like, use all the stuff, and I found out the boss on the Sky Islands, you use the abilities to tear it apart, like the Ultra Hand and whatnot, and then after that you can, like, attack it and whatnot. But, like, just like my brain is so used to Souls games, it's hard to remember how different Zelda is than Souls games. Like, everything has a puzzle to it, even boss designs. I can play Tears of the Kingdom too, but I'm saving it. Yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's something to do. I'd say it's a good time kill. Now, here's what I want to specify though. Do I think it's worth $70 right now? On the current hardware? Absolutely not. I believe this should be at max, a $50 game. There is no reason that the Switch should be selling $70 plus games on their 10-year-old hardware. It's absolutely mind-blowing that that is even a thing. But that's Nintendo for you. and you know, Nintendo, they don't do sales. I mean, it's pretty nuts, but it is what it is, I guess you could say. Alright, we finally have the Kirky dude. We can finally stock up on Kirky. Nice, finally. Oh, these are so nice to have in boss fights. Yeah, I don't think bosses should have a puzzle gimmick. Yeah, and I mean, that's what Zelda's always been. Zelda has always been, ever since, you know, like the first Nintendo, or the Super Nintendo even for that matter, has always had puzzle designs all through the game, even boss designs and whatnot. So that's always been a thing of Zelda, but I feel like they could do so much better if they gave Zelda a dodge roll or something, like a dodge. Like the fact you can only jump. Like imagine playing Elden Ring jumping. Like I'm sure there's people that have done it. I'm sure all 165 bosses no roll jump only challenge. I'm sure that people have done it. But is it ideal? Absolutely not. Like okay, I'll try to fight this tree sentinel. I'll try or this boss right here. I'll try to fight him just jumping. I won't tap roll, and I'll show you how complicated this can be. Just to show you this, how bad of a design this can be. This is the next boss on the challenge anyway, so let's take out this guy. Alright, Knight Rider. No rolling challenge. Let's try this out. Only jumping. Can I do it? Like right there, Zelda would have lost like half his hearts. Or Link would have lost half his hearts. I'll play. Hey Ox, what's up, Oxford? I'm trying to make a point here how bad the combat is in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'll play Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 2 right now. It doesn't interest me at all. It looks like a massive physics sandbox tech demo. I mean, that's just it. Like the physics in the game are cool. The puzzles in the game are cool. But if you're playing it for combat, you're playing it for the wrong reason. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there that like the combat. I'm speaking for myself on this, but in my opinion, you know, if you come from Sekiro, some of these amazing combat games, Wulong, if you come from some of those games and then go to Zelda, you're gonna die all the time. Like I died, the amount of times I died today to just like bosses, or not even bosses, just like random mobs because you can't dodge or anything. It's just, it's annoying. I prefer classic Zelda games. Yeah. Like you're talking about like Nintendo, Super Nintendo and whatnot. Yeah, that's how I grew up on too. I grew up on those. I remember playing those games. That's what I grew up on, the Super Mario and whatnot. All right. Screw the jump challenge. I want to make some progress tonight on this challenge. And jumping was not do it. But like if they would add. And it's funny too, like Zelda could be so much better if they had like a dodge roll. Honestly, really all it needs for combat, and maybe like a special attack, and also too the durability weapons, throw that bullshit out. I hate that so much. Like I know there's people that like it and say, oh, it makes you have to explore and use more weapons. When I play games, I like to like fall in love with my weapons per se. Like I want to find a weapon, a build that I like, and try to build upon that. And in Zelda, I like today, for example, I found this sweet weapon in Zelda today. This really cool stick with a spike, strength weapon. I liked it. It was cool. Well, I used it a lot and it broke. And I'm like, damn, now I don't have this really cool weapon anymore. So it's like, I know why Nintendo does it. They want you to explore the whole game, and when you break weapons, it forces you to explore to get more weapons. But coming from a Souls background and other RPGs, it's like, I want to make a build. And like, if I want my Zelda to be, if I want my Link to be a tank, I don't want to have to completely rethink everything once I, you know, break my weapon. Everything goes to shit then. It's like, or if you're fighting a group of mobs, which this also, I hate when this happens. You're fighting a group of mobs in Link, and you're killing and you're killing a bunch of mobs, and then you keep breaking your weapons, and you run out of weapons in the middle of combat. Like, it makes you have to get creative. I get that, but it's all, you know, it's all about what you're into, I guess. But yeah, whenever they drop Switch 2, I'm pretty sure they'll update time. Oh yeah, Tears of the Kingdom from that platform with higher resolution and frames. I'm sure they will too. And I'm just shocked. I'm shocked that they didn't bring the new Switch 2 before they released this game. Like, I'm sure it's in the works. It has to be. Nintendo can't be that stupid. I mean, they have to be working on a new console behind the scenes. They just have to be. They can't think that the Switch right now is the be-all, end-all for their system, because it's just not. I don't know. It's a shame that Nintendo isn't trying to keep up with the rest of the crew when I talk Microsoft, Sony, you know, when it comes to their games, because this new Zelda could be just, it could be so much better than what it is. It's good, it's just, it's not, and it's funny too, because it'll probably win Game of the Year too, like knowing how Zelda works. It'll probably win freaking Game of the Year when Jedi Survivor deserves it. But I mean, it's just a good chance that could happen though, because there are so many Nintendo fanboys. They'll do it again with, I'm not shocked at all. They sold Breath of the Wild on Wii U and Switch. I played Breath of the Wild on Wii U originally. I played that whole game, 100%ed it. Beat every shrine, explored every little thing, nook and cranny to that game. I had a blast. I played on Wii U, and, you know, I had a great time with it. It was fantastic. But that was also, you know, 2017 and or 20 somewhere in there, 2017, 2016, can't remember what. So I mean, there was no such thing as an Xbox Series X, and we didn't have, you know, all the crazy frame rates we do now. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But like nowadays, it's like it's a pretty big deal. Oh yeah, it will win Game of this Year for sure. FX16 will probably be my favorite by the end of June. It looks good. I can't play it because I don't have a PS5, but I'll be watching some Let's Plays of people on that game, because I mean I like Final Fantasy. I can't play because until they port that over the Steam, because I'm not buying a PS5. But that game does look really, really good. I'm not lying. I get that game. But I still think, I mean, Jedi Survivor, I feel like should win Game of the Year, because it's damn good. It's fantastic. I'm having a blast in it. I mean, I haven't had this much fun doing a Let's Play, I mean, for a long time, and Jedi Survivor is just so freaking good. I mean, the other day on one of the episodes, I got so immersed into this puzzle, and I solved it, and it was just really, really a good time. Yeah, it's funny because Zelda will probably win Game of the Year, just because we know it took, I mean, it destroyed Game of the Year in 2016. Like, I remember all the votes for it back then, and that was before I even played it. I played it after it won Game of the Year. I was like, all right, I might want to check this game out. And it was good. It was good. But it's so daunting too. Like Tears of the Kingdom, like it's a game, like I said, I'm not making any content on it. It's just purely for my enjoyment off stream, because it is just a game where you go into it and you don't know what to do. You know, you explore till you find something to do, you do some shrines, and you slowly make your way through it. I mean, I took my time on the first one. I put so many hours in the first one to even get through everything. I did all the Divine Beasts before I took on Ganon, or Gandorf? Gandorf? One of the guys. They're similar, I know. I think it was Ganon in that game. I think Gandorf is the one in Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know. I haven't watched any spoilers, but I think it's Gandorf. But yeah, I did all the Divine Beasts before I took it on, and it was a great experience. It was really fun and everything like that. But yeah, I don't know. It drives me nuts, people saying, oh, it's a perfect game. 100%. 10 out of 10. And it's not. It's not a perfect game by a freaking long shot. I guess before I can do this castle, I have to do a few other things here. I forgot. Let me see. What? Okay, we have a night boss over here. A Nightbird, I think. Right over here. Yeah, I broke my rule just now. I have to go kill that Nightbird. I was talking and I forgot about a boss. Is it nighttime? Let me think here. Looks like nighttime, but... pastime. I saw you finished Jedi Survivor 2 Oxford late just the other day on Twitter. I think I saw that. I didn't watch any. I scrolled past it real fast because I didn't know if you said any spoilers, and I didn't want to be spoiled because I haven't finished it yet. I'm really close to the end, but I have not finished it yet. I'll probably finish it tomorrow recording. I'm going to try to record a few episodes tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off. So I'm going to try to get 3 or 4 episodes recorded tomorrow, and I think I might finish it tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, I scrolled past it super quick because I was like, I don't think Oxford would spoil anything, but I didn't want to risk it because I'm so close to the end and I want to see how this plays out. I should have put Sacred Blade on my blade. I forgot about that because I still have an Uji Katana. Missed both those? Wow. I'm sure you won't watch my Ken. Yeah, I'm sure you won't want to watch my online content. All good. Totally understand. But yeah, 70 hours to complete it. Game crashed during the final cutscene. Oh, that sucks, man. How is the frame rate for you through the whole game? Like for me, it's been running pretty stable. I mean, I'm getting about 50 frames on most places, pretty stable. Which is, I mean, as long as it runs stable is the main thing. Like, there's a lot of, like, I'm getting a lot of frame drops on some parts. It's really framey, but more than often, I'm getting like 50 to 55 frames average, and it's running pretty damn smooth. I've had a few glitches where audio doesn't match up with the cutscenes. I've had that happen a few times, but nothing game breaking, nothing like crazy immersion breaking. Oh shit, how did he get... What, did he stagger himself there? I'm not sure what even happened there. I think he staggered himself. Kobo is the worst. Yes. Ah, that's exactly. Kobo, like, exploration on Kobo is really bad. that whole area needs optimized. But yeah, Jeddah was awesome. Jeddah, I got straight 60 FPS. The Shattered Moon, I got straight 60 FPS. But yeah, Koba, that was just kind of crappy. All right. Okay, that boss is done. Let's see here. Was there any bosses up here? No, there wasn't. So I guess we could go take out Morncastle. How are we doing on runes? We have 13,000 runes. We could level. Yeah, I say we level. Let's get Vigor to 30. Oh shit, there's an yeah, well, we leveled. Forgot I moved the elevator up when I came in here by accident. Mr. Fahrenheit, if you're still here, I started watching Andor. I know you bothered me for a while to watch that show. I'm like on episode 3 so far. It's a very slow burn, let me just say. It's not the typical Star Wars, you know, badassery like we're used to. It's a very slow burn. I'm hoping it gets better, but I'm giving it a chance. Alright. There's a lot of smithing stones here to get. Some twos. I think we still need some twos for our other Uji Katana, I think. Not quite one-shotting these guys. Alright, Let's do this. Let's put those Kirky on. Okay, where that wasn't the big one. Where's the big one at? Okay. Come on. Come on. And another small one right here. Should kill him. Kill him. Came out. There should be one more big one, I thought. I thought there was two big ones here. I guess not. Funny how this is only a +2 weapon and it's still doing serious damage. Gotta love the Bloodhound's Fang. That's why we chose it for this challenge. But we're also leveling the Uji Katanas too. We'll need those later on for Millennia. Because Millennia, I have that fight down, but with very specific weapons. Like I always use Uji Katanas when I fight her. Never done it with a Bloodhound's Fang, but I actually really never practiced with a Bloodhound's Fang either. I feel like I could get pretty good at it using that. But it's so much easier to take her out with the katana, though. Come on. Come over here and fight, so we don't aggro the other one, because if there's two of these guys, then it gets kind of sketchy here. Would you come over here? Are you stuck? Fine, I'll come over here. See, that's why I didn't want to do that. That's why I didn't want to do that. That's exactly why I didn't want to do that. Yet. Alright, trying to think there's a smithing stone over there, but, well, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go over there. Plus more runes, too. We need as many runes as possible, so... I got the flying ones first, because they are the pains. That's exactly why. Man, I love this swing on the Bloodhound's Fang. It's such a wide swing. It's just such a beautiful weapon. I don't think this guy really gives us anything. I wonder, has anybody ever tried killing this guy? Does he give a golden seed? Like, Kenny gives a golden seed when you kill him. Does this guy? Sacrificial twig. That might come in handy, actually. Wonder what happens if you kill him, though. I'm trying to think. Like, I've never tried killing this dude. I don't know. No golden seed, but he does drop something I can remember. Okay, well, now you have piqued my interest. I'm curious to know what it is now. I don't think we... Let me think here. Do we need this guy for any reason for this challenge? Nope. Oh, he has a halberd. Oh, nice halberd. What? He's Lord Godric. He actually serves Godric? Banished Knight's Halberd plus... Whoa, wait a second. Banished Knight's Halberd plus 8? That's freaking really good. Plus 8. I mean, that's a hard... That's insane, actually, that they're giving you a plus 8 weapon here. That's... Wow. I mean, that's a damn good drop. You can put, like, Sacred Blade on that. We could just demolish, like, any Nightbirds would now with that. Spinning Strikes, yeah, we can totally customize that. That's not bad at all. Scales on Strength and Dex, same as the Bloodhound's Fang. That's worth it, actually, in this challenge, because since we're linear locked, we have a plus 8 weapon now. That's freaking crazy. I can't believe FromSoft did that, actually, because he wasn't even hard to kill. Yeah, that was a good find. Good thing to know there. Kind of wish I would have known that for the walkthrough when I did the walkthrough originally for this game. Been kind of a good thing to mention there. Did you ever do his quest line in the past? I'm assuming you did. Yep, I did. My first playthrough I did. Yeah, I believe I've done all the quest lines in this game. And this gives us the, what talisman is this? Is this the Twin Blade talisman? I think it's Twin Blade. Yeah, Twin Blade. Yeah, even the jumping in Zelda, like, I just happen to remember this. Like, I was scaling some stuff today, some mountains and whatnot. The jumps in that game, like, you have to push so hard on the stick to even make your character jump. Like, for instance, like, Zelda's jump, I'm going to try to show you here. This is Zelda's jump. Like, or it's like half that. Like, I can't do it on here, obviously, because this has great jumps. But, like, going from, like, Jedi Survivor to Zelda, it really messes with you. The jumps are terrible in that game. It's like a little hop. It's like I can jump higher in real life. Like, come on, Zelda. Come on, Link. You're a knight. You should be able to jump at least higher than what you do. There's just little gripes like that with the game that could have made it so much better. Where's the door at? On that side or is the other side? On the... Okay, wait. Which way did I jump down here? Wrong way. Oh, come on. Depth perception is off. Ocarina Time remake would have no... Oh, yeah. Wouldn't have no left that game for over a month, yeah. I still think one of the best Zelda games ever was Wind Waker. Wind Waker was a revolutionary game for its time. I remember that for the GameCube. I had so much fun with that game. Sailing across oceans and stuff on the boats, and some of the bosses were really, really cool, and... Oh, that was such a good game. Oh, come on. Alright, goodbye. That works. There's a Somber 2 here, too, we can pick up. On the backside of this castle. Oh, I didn't mean to attack that jellyfish. Oh, you're still alive, aren't you? Oh, it's Somber 1. I thought it was a Somber 2. Oh, no, the Somber 2 is on the coast. That's right. We have 10,000 runes. Let me see if I can get a level here. Wind Waker was amazing. The updated visuals on the Wii U is good. Yeah, I bet it is. I played it originally on GameCube. I never played it after that, but I believe that. I'm sure the visuals got really good after that. Wii U was a pretty good game, pretty good system. I liked Wii U. We had Mario Kart for it. Smash. I mean, we had a lot of good stuff for Wii U. All right. How many flasks do we have? Let me see here. We got 7 flasks. I also have a health flask in there, so technically 8 health flasks. Might need to use the bow for this a little bit. We got Golden Vow. Okay. Alright. Oops, that's not what I wanted. If I can remember the controls for this game. Nope, not... Crap. Playing Zelda has screwed me up big time. Dude, what? Okay, I need to... Oh, because I have to one-hand it. That's... Oh my gosh, dude, what the hell? Nope, shit. Yeah, Zelda has screwed me up on my controller. Oh yeah, damage is good. Oh, damage is fantastic. Oh yeah. Okay. It's gonna give us 4. Alright, and we got the Grafted Blade Greatsword, which is a nice one to have on the side because that raises attack power too, so if we wanted to use that instead of Golden Bow, we could. Alright, okay, Castle Morn is done. Let's go get that smithing stone real quick over here that I forgot about. Somber 2. Has anybody in chat played Convergence yet? If you have, don't spoil anything. I'm just curious to see if you've played it. Oh, yes, I already... Wait, no, I didn't. Did I? Wait a second here. Oh, I must have... Okay, I must have got sidetracked and went over here and got it already. Okay, there is a graveyard over here, isn't there, that I missed? Or no, wait. No, it's just a sword one. Not me, nope. Yeah, I'm gonna do actually a let's play on that between, because so for my channel we have Jedi Survivor right now being let's played. That's gonna carry us to the end of this month. I think I have it on my calendar. Let's see here. I think it's scheduled to go to the end of this month, and then basically we have a couple months till Armored Core. So in that time being, I'm gonna run through Convergence and do a let's play on that. That should be about a 2-month project, so that'll keep me busy till AC6 comes out. Anybody check out Atlas Fallen? Atlas Fallen came out today, I think it did. I was gonna check that out and I completely forgot about it till actually just now. I think the release date was today. 17th, which is tomorrow, I guess. Atlas Fallen comes out tomorrow. It looks good. It looks like it could be, you know, a good time. I really wish a demo came out though. A demo never was released for Atlas Fallen. There was early access, but only a select few got the access to it. The graphics look pretty cool in that game. Kind of reminds me of Mortal Phoenix Rising in a way. And then everybody's been talking about Chrono Odyssey. Like, I'm excited. Like, I like what I'm seeing from that game, but I also know that, like, those games can be very deceiving. You know, they can look fantastic in prep and then be a complete mess when on release. So, I'm not trying to get my hopes up too high for that game, but it does look good for what they've released so far. It looks good. But the thing that scares me about Chrono Odyssey, though, they're porting it to mobile. It's going to be a mobile game. And the reason behind it, they say, is, you know, so cross-progression and whatnot. That's fine and all, but usually mobile games are money suckers, you know. I mean, that's literally what they are, you know. Play to win. I mean, it's kind of reminding me of like Dragon Raja. When Dragon Raja came out, it was all hyped up. Everybody was talking about it. I played it for a long time. I loved that game. But it became pay to win. It was such pay to win. It drove away the free to play players. And I mean, I spent some money on it, but I didn't spend as much as, say, the whales. But yeah, that's what I'm afraid it's going to be. No UI reveal yet. Yeah, I know. Korean Day, we'll see. I've been covering it on channel 2. My eye is on it for sure. Yeah, my eye is too. I think it has potential. It could be fantastic. It's just I don't want to get my hopes up too high until I see some solid gameplay footage, make sure there's not a crazy busy HUD. Like, that's another thing with mobile RPGs and whatnot. Like, the HUD on the game is so bad. Like, Dragon Raja was a good game, but the HUD was terrible. There's stuff all over the screen, and there was no setting to, like, change that and everything. Like, I like to have my HUDs clear. That's one of the reasons Elden Ring and FromSoft games are so good. They're so condensed. You know, on the left, you have your little weapons. On the right, you have your currency. When you aren't in combat, everything is gone. Everything goes off the screen, so it's nice and clean. And when you enter combat, it comes back. Or if you want it to come back, I mean, it's nice and condensed. And that's one of the reasons I don't like Ubisoft games. Ubisoft games, I can't stand because their HUD is so busy. I'll be returning to Final Fantasy XIV once they drop the graphic update. Nice. Who is the creator of Chrono Odyssey? Where's it coming out of? I'm just curious. Ooh, give me a tree spear. That'd be a nice weapon to have. Come on, drop one. Korea, N-Pixel. Have they done any other projects, or is this kind of their first big thing? Because to me, that name does not ring a bell. He didn't drop it, did he? Nope. Yeah, we gotta fight that guy over here. Forgot about that. Tree boss over here. And we have a catacomb, too, we have to do. Developers Nempixel Gameplex Co. Okay. Have they done anything big, though? Like any... Or yes, they've done other games, but nothing major. Okay. I see. This will give us the bubble tier. If we don't be stupid. Alright, that's going to give us a bubble tier. Crimson Burst crystal tier as well. Which I forget what that one does. Ooh, more tree spear guys. Give me your spears. I want your spear. Oh! Hey, he dropped something. Ooh, he dropped something. Ah, just Guardian Pants. One thing, too, I was surprised, too, that I haven't found yet in the new Zelda, Guardians. Like, where'd they go? There's no Guardians that I found. I mean, those were kind of cool from the first game. Kind of an interesting enemy. You'd, like, parry them to take them out and whatnot. I have not found any of them yet. Like, that's... I thought that was like a thing in Zelda, and I don't know, it's kind of weird. I mean, I'm only it's just a little ways in the game. I mean, I'm not far. I just got off the Sky Island, so, but like, I remember when I played Breath of the Wild, though, I ran into Guardians on the tutorial island. Okay, where's that catacomb at? It's like right on the edge here. It's somewhere over here. Ah, there it is. Oh wait, I gotta mark that boss off. Did I kill anything else? Damn, I'm gonna lose track. Grave South. I don't think I did. Let me look back real quick. I marked off. Okay, there wasn't a boss in here. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. I... Oh yeah, we're good. Is this a skeleton one or not? It's hard to say. I think it is. It is. Is indeed. Let me grab Sacred Blade. Do I have it on? At least I think it is. Find out. Yep, it is. Wait a second, I think don't I have Margaret's Shackle? Or not? Did I buy that or not? I can't remember. I did not. It was off. That should hit. There we go. Hey, wait, what's over here? Nothing useful. No, it must be the one in Caelid. Oh, shit. Whoa, what the hell, man? Skeleton, like, shot me across the room there. Ah, there it is. Okay, I think. I don't remember what the boss is here. Is it just, it's a shade? Is it a shade? No, it's not a shade. It's a... I don't know. I completely forget. It is a shade. Damn it, I should have kept... I should have kept, yeah. Yeah, that's what I should have just kept Sacred Blade on. Damn, that cemetery shade blood loss. Oh, brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I'm gonna pop Golden Vow before we go in there. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. These things suck. Freaking A, dude. Blood loss on these. Oh no. Haha, there we go. Phased right into it. Okay. And then there's a, let's see here, there's a tunnel, couple tunnels. There's a tunnel, there's a cave, and then there is a Everjail. And yeah, okay. Hey, we can finally get a lantern too now. Great. Using a torch has kind of sucked. There's also a graveyard over here. Teleporter that takes us to the capital that we can get another decent talisman in the beginning of the game. Honeydew talisman. Everjail is next though. This is the Ice Warrior. Pretty easy boss. Oh shit, that's an AoE. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Aggressive, aren't you? Damn, that range is crazy on that spell. Aw. Yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that twice. Missed the roll there. So the second phase on this is a little bit aggressive. Oh, shit. Oh shit, that's bad. All right. That second phase was a little bit more aggressive than I thought it was. Up to 7,000 runes. Okay, now we can... No, wait. There's a cave up here, too. I think. Where's that cave at? Is it on the side? Right here somewhere? Okay, where's that cave at? It's here somewhere. It's like right... Oh, it's over here. I was a little off. Yeah, there we go. Alright, this is the last cave we have to do without a lantern. I think this is just a flower in here. A giant flower. That's a boss. If I remember right. Yep. Or no, wait. Oh, maybe... I think it is. Guess I don't remember there being this many enemies in this one. That's... Is that the boss? Okay, let's see what else is in here. Probably a big rat back here. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. I just realized my health. Oh shit, why do I have no flask? I went here with no flasks? Oh, fantastic. Not one of my brighter ideas. Not one of my brighter ideas. I'm so dead. I can't kill that flower in that amount of time. I have no flask. Okay, well, I can't transfer back to the thing, can I? Well, can I make it? Can I make it to the Grace? I don't think so. I think I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah. Well. That's what I get for not resting at the Grace. I was close. I almost made it back to the Grace. I had like 15 seconds left. I'm gonna run to the boss because I already took these guys out. Okay, this boss is, all this boss is just a giant flower. Just gonna light it on fire. Okay, that's 7 bosses. I'm amazed how many less bosses there are on the southern plateau. I mean, I think there's only one more. There's a tunnel that we have to do over here. I think that's it. The guy here is not a boss. He's just a bigger enemy. He's not an actual... He doesn't have a boss health bar, though. So yeah, just the tunnel. I feel like they should have gave us more bosses on the Southern Peninsula. They could have definitely done that too. They could have put like a boss in the village up here, in Alling Village. Or Ailing Village. They could have put a boss here. They could have they could have made that guy a boss. And they could have had another boss down here. I think it would have been more complete that way. I gotta make a video for tomorrow. Take it easy, brother. All right, Oxford. Thanks you, Frank. Thanks for coming out tonight. Appreciate it. Have a nice night. All right, let's go down to... Let's go get a lantern. Lantern, then we can also go up there. Actually, wait, let's go, we're already here. Let's go up there first. Okay, now there was... Did I forget to grab the parry shield? I did, didn't I? There's a nice little buckler up here. It'll come in handy for later on. Right over here, somewhere. Wait, where? It's on the other side? Oh, it's on this side, okay. I was like, where's that? Alright, now we can go down there. We don't have to go down here. I'm trying to think if there's anything we need down there. Or not down there. Down there, I guess. Over here, though, there is isn't there? A cemetery? Graveyard? I thought there was. Thinking of somewhere else I must be. It's over on the other side of this one, I think. That's gonna kill me. Let's... I don't think there's anything here that I need. There's a scythe there, but we're not gonna use the scythe. And there's a graveyard up that way, I think. All right.
Well, there's been a... How can I help?
Finally, a lantern. Something stone 2. I don't think we need. This guy has a couple stone sword keys. Number held, we have 2. We're fine then. This guy does sell the Zoolander too, which is a pretty nice strength sword. But honestly, we're doing this build, this build, this run mostly dex, so we're not going to need that.
Have a safe...
And let me put another level into there. We almost have 30 vigor already. That's fantastic. And we finally have ourselves a lantern. All right. Okay, there's a graveyard down here. Let's go do that. It's over on this side, I think. Then we'll take the transporter to the capital real quick, and we'll go get that talisman. I mean, the good thing about that talisman is if you are away from a site of grace and you need to just have more health back, you can put that talisman on real quick and it will heal back all your health, as long as you're not getting hit, obviously. So it can be a nice one to have in a tight pinch. There have been some times where I'm like, oh, I wish I had that talisman. So we're going to grab it. It might be handy for this run. Oh shit, what? How are you still alive? Was that? Oh, they must have came up the stairs. I was like, what? We could beat this thing too for the runes, probably. I forget how many runes it has. I think it's... it'll one-shot us, probably. Well, maybe not. There we go. It has a lot of health, but... Oh, I'm gonna get knocked off. I'm surprised it's not gonna fall off here, man. Oh shit. Getting there. And gonna finish it out here. That's only 3,000 runes, damn. Blessed Dew Talisman, nice. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do the tunnel next. Apparently I have to rest at the Grace before I can transport out of here. I still think that should have been a boss. They should have made that thing a boss. Why not, man? Why not? Okay. Yeah, we got that tunnel down here, and I think that's it down there. We're just about done with this place. We should be able to knock that tunnel out real quick. Let me check on my dog real quick. I'll be right back, guys. All right. It's getting kind of windy outside. I was saying how hope it doesn't. I hope it's not going to get cold again. I've been driving my convertible every day lately. It's been fantastic. It's been so nice here. It's been 70 degrees, or I mean, well, it's gotten up to like 77, not quite 80, I don't think. But it's been beautiful though. Humidity's been low. It's just been really nice. But yeah, the wind. I just took Siri outside, and it's getting kind of cold out there actually tonight. I mean, I wouldn't say cold, but like 50s, which I mean, it's been, you know, 70, 80 degrees, so a little bit chilly tonight. For me, it's been 80 every day pretty much. 80 gets hot. 80 gets really hot. Like 70 to 75 is perfect. 70 to 75 with low humidity, oh, you just can't beat that. It's such a comfortable temperature outside at that. But yeah, anything 80 and above, that really gets, you know, just kind of hot. Especially when the humidity is up high too. Luckily though, where I live, the humidity is not bad at all. I mean, there are some days in the summer and probably like July, August where we get really bad humidity, but around here, humidity is not too bad. It's a lot better than say like we went to let's see here, North Carolina a few years ago. North Carolina has some horrible humidity. Oh my gosh. Their humidity level was insane. I was just starting to grow my hair out then at that time, and my hair was only down to my shoulders. And I remember how frizzy my hair was there. I was like, I have naturally straight hair, and it was like all frizzy. I was like, what the heck is going on, man? It was crazy. These days it's like 30, 32 Celsius, 89 in Fahrenheit. 89, wow. May I ask where you're from? I'm curious. That's really damn hot. I live in Ohio, which Ohio in North America is a very interesting place temperature-wise. I mean, we'll have days where we go from... We'll have days literally where we'll go from 70 one week down to 30 the next week, especially when seasons switch. Like, it gets crazy here in Ohio. Sri Lanka. It's on the equator. Oh, so it gets hot. We don't have seasons. Oh man. Yeah, if you're on the equator. So, okay, when you're on the equator, is the humidity bad there too or not? Since it's I would think it would be more of a dry heat than a wet heat being by the equator. But maybe I'm wrong though. I've never, I mean, I went to Cozumel, Mexico one time on a vacation, and that was a dry heat. Like, that's by the equator, and that's a dry heat. that was bad. That was like 110 degree days. That was so uncomfortable. Cozumel is beautiful. It's just the temperatures there was just bad. I remember we rented a Jeep when we went there, and we had obviously all the doors off, the top down, and it was just like the sun beating down on us. It was so miserable just driving around in that thing. It's pretty humid, 78% now. It gets higher. Really? So, okay. So, I guess I thought maybe by the equator you have more of just like a dry heat, but I guess that's not the case. That's really bad humidity. That's like North Carolina humidity right there. Yeah, anything over like 70% humidity gets pretty bad, I think. I mean, 60 is not horrible, but 70 and above humidity level wise, oh man, it's muggy and it's not very comfortable. I mean, Ohio, like I said, we don't get very much humidity here. We have seasons where we get a little bit where it will jump into, you know, 75 and above, and maybe 80 for a little bit, but like very, not very often, which is good. It usually gets pretty hot these months. We usually divide the seasons by rain. Forgot to turn on my lantern. It's number 1. Anything over 65 sucks for me because we had a heat wave, so we didn't have time to get used to the weather. Yeah, that... I could believe that would be a sucky time. Yeah, it's the worst, like, when it switches weather, like, it doesn't matter if it goes from, like, hot to cold, like, if it does it quickly, that is the worst. Like, my sinuses will get screwed up, and, that's just a miserable time. Did I go the wrong way down here? Oh, it's down this way, okay. Oh yeah, this is that cave with those flying things in it. Thought I killed them all. Oh shit. Luckily, these enemies won't riposte you because, man, that would have probably riposted would have killed me there. Also, I don't live in the city. I'm kind of out in the country. It's surrounded by trees and still pretty chill. The city is unbearable. Oh, I bet. Oh man, so I've always been a country guy. I've lived in the country. I grew up in the country. I went to college in a big city. I hated it. I hated it. It was so miserable. And after that, I moved right back home to the country. It's like I tried the city life. It just wasn't for me. I absolutely hated it. And there's people that love the city life, and I'm like, no, when I go out, I want to be able to, if I want to go outside and get the mail in just my underwear, I want to be able to do that. I don't want to, I want to be able to walk outside. If I want to walk outside my backyard half naked, I can do that without having the cops called on me for indecent exposure. You know, I like the privacy that the country gives you, and the city life is just, it's crazy, man. It's not for me. I was born country, I will always be country. It's the troll, or what is this down here? Oh no, it's just a misbegotten. Same, I'm going to college at the moment. Instead, put in college, my first thought was what time I'm going to go back home. Yeah, that's kind of how I was too. Like when I first went to college, remember it took me the longest time to adjust to down there, and I never did because I moved back home. But I kind of, you know, I started to get the lay of the land and how they do things, and the city life is just weird. Everything in the city is just weird. It's just, and I'm sure city people think us country people are weird too. But it's just like, it's just such a different way of living in the city, and it's hard to explain without that, you know, like you're being used to the country and then going to the city, but it's just such a different way of living. Let me mark that boss off before I forget. I just couldn't get used to it though. And it was so funny too because like I grew up in the country and I was so excited to go to college. Like I was so excited for the change, and then literally within the first month down there I was like, this freaking sucks. Like I walk outside and there's everything's so close. Everything is so close. There's no rural area. It drove me nuts. Like I love to be able to walk out of my backyard with Siri, look off into the distance. Like where I live is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's in a very rural area, and I can walk outside and I have this giant field behind my house and then a woods back there, and I can walk out on my back porch and just walk outside, just stare and listen. There's no sounds except for cars coming from the highway that's like a half a mile over, so it's not even that loud, and it's just peaceful. You can hear the birds chirping, and that view in the morning when the sunrise is coming over the woods back there. Oh my, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And that's just something you don't get in the city. In the city, you get cop cars, or you have sirens going off all the time. Because where I went to school, people would get shot. I went to college where there was gunshots, and it was in the hood area, and luckily for me, where I lived was out of the hood area, but like I had to go more closer to a hood type area to go to my classes and whatnot. Like, and it was just, and that's where Taylor lives, my little sister. She loves it down there. She thinks it's so exciting. She gets so bored when she comes up here. She loves the city, and she grew up country too, and she loves the city life. I've told her like I've told her like I could probably get her a job here that she'd like, and she could come back home if she wanted to. She's like, no, I like the city. I'm thinking, you are batshit insane. How are we related? How are you my sister? I wish I could live like country people. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a real good time. It is nice. It's very nice. Yeah, where I live it's turning into the hood. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, like I said, I was fortunate in college, like to live outside the area of the hood, but it was dangerous where I went to school at. Like you could hear gunshots and you could hear sirens all day, like during class and whatnot. It's like, it was sketchy. It was real sketcy to go to class and whatnot. I was like, okay, bye roommates. I might be shot tonight, but I'm going to try to make it back alive. And that's basically like what it was for the years that I went to college. It was just unexplored territory, and I didn't know if we were gonna make it. I'm just 2 to 3 kilometers. It's just 20 minutes, but right to the right. Love the peace and the quiet of the ride. Yeah, I bet. There was always so much traffic too. Like I brought my car down to college, so I had my own car there. I didn't have to ride buses and stuff, so I was real happy about that. But even so, the traffic down there is horrible where I went to college. It was just, you were always having to wait. I mean, if you got stuck about during prime time, which is 5 p.m. Eastern time here, if you got stuck like out on the road at that time, you would be home like 2 hours later because you'd get backed up in traffic. It was horrible. And there was always accidents and everything, and because people down there don't know how to drive. And but yeah, that was my college experience. I mean, there was fun times though too. I mean, I had fun in college. I partied a lot in college. Like a lot of people think nowadays, like I've lived the most boring life. I mean, I work from home. I go to the gym. I don't go out a ton nowadays, but like people don't understand. I got burnt out of that in college. Like I went out to the bars all the time in college. I was always going to the parties in college. Like I had my fun. Like I'm 31 years old now, and I'm cool with, having my day job, going to the gym, coming home, playing video games, hanging out with my dog. Like I don't need a crazy exciting life now to be, to have a good time. And that's what a lot of people don't get. Like I don't mind just being a homebody now. I had my fun. I would never own a car in the city. I hate driving there. I'd rather walk. Yeah, I mean, it was nice at times to have a car though, to be able to get out of the city for that reason. Because you know, if you don't have a car there, you're kind of stuck to the buses and the subways and whatnot. So it's like you're kind of you're still pinned down. Like with a car, you at least had the freedom to leave that area and go different places if you wanted to, which was nice. And just to like on a weekend come home if you wanted to anytime. That was nice to be able to do too. Don't have quite enough for a level. We could probably put some runes in for a level, though. Okay, we almost have 30 vigor. That's good. Let me look at my physic real quick. Yeah, let's put bubble tier in there. And yeah, I think that's steadily restores HP, temporarily boosts stamina, enhances charge attacks. Let's just keep with the health. Okay. I think we did all the bosses here. That's all the bosses in South Limgrave? 8 bosses, is that right? That's crazy, man. I'm telling you, they went soft on South Limgrave. I mean, look at that. You have 18 bosses in Northern Limgrave and 8 bosses in Southern Limgrave. That's insane how much less bosses there is. Like, it's not even close. 18 and 8. Well, actually, no, wait, there's more than that. Because I counted Grafted Scion and Soldier Godric on a different line. And also Sophia River as well. So you're looking at over 25 bosses in Northern Limgrave alone, and only 8 in Southern. That's poor, man. that's really poor. They should have put more bosses in Southern Limgrave, I think. Okay, so with that, let's go kill Godric. That's gonna wrap up Limgrave then. Fantastic. Alright, Stormveil Castle. A lot of smithing stones to gather in here too. We still need 3s for our Uji Katana. One of the best experiences, though, in college, I mean, still to this day, and it's the story I tell all the time for college, is the one night when we got so freaking drunk. We had a party at our apartment, and I throw a couch off the balcony. I literally throw this couch off our balcony. And the next morning, and I don't remember much of this night. I remember throwing the couch off. That was more, you know, earlier on in the drunk phase when you can still remember things, but you lost all control at that point. Threw the couch off the balcony. Don't remember much afterwards. Wake up the next morning. I'm butt naked on this couch that I had thrown out, and I'm sleeping right next to a pretty sexy girl. Crazy though, crazy chick. I mean, nothing that I would have wanted anything crazy with, but I mean, we probably slept together that night. We were cuddled together naked outside on this couch in the middle of this like area where other people could totally see us. I mean, if other people look off their balconies, they could see us too. And we wake up and we look at each other and we're like baffled with like what happened and what it was still one of the craziest experiences to this day I've had. So. I had fun in college.
You there? Come over here, would you? You
What is up, V?
aren't you?
How is V doing tonight?
It's tightly guarded. Oh,
You just missed the college talk. We just were talking about our college times. All the fun we had in college. All the couches we threw off balconies and all the times we woke up naked in weird places.
Yes, that's the spirit. You're just... I pray for your...
Did I tell him to open a gate? I wanted I think I did that wrong.
The guards have your slip.
Okay, there we go.
Of course, I understand. When you approach, it's only.
I mean, it's not a college experience if you don't have at least have several instances when you woke up naked in random places. I mean, that's just, you didn't go to college if you can't say that happened. And I had that happen a few times.
Open the gates.
I can't relate. No matter what, I always end up in my bed. You gotta explore, man. You gotta explore with different alcohols. I found vodka, like, always eliminated all my clothes. Like, if there was vodka, Sean wasn't gonna have clothes on the next day. Like, he was gonna wake up completely naked in a weird place. Like, I got to that point where I knew if I was gonna open up a thing of vodka that night, clothes were gonna come off. You have to become Dora the College Explorer. There you go. Listen to Snake Man. But that's the very reason I can't drink vodka no more, though. Like, I can't drink it. Like, it makes me sick to my stomach even just to think about it. Because there was one night where I drank literally half a bottle of vodka all to myself. Obviously, I don't remember that night. But yeah, I cannot drink vodka anymore. College completely ruined vodka for me. Like, for me, I will stick to beer or some whiskey, but no vodka, no margaritas, no tequila, no tequila. That's another one I had way too much fun with in college. But yeah, beer and whiskey for me nowadays. Nah, trust me, you don't want to wake up naked in a random place here. Probably not where you live. That's probably a scary place to be, I'm guessing. Vodka, I had a similar experience with it, Sean. Okay, similar experience with vodka? Ooh, I'd like to hear about this. I mean, why is it vodka stories are always the best? Like, out of all the mixed drinks, or out of any alcohol, it's always vodka that has the craziest stories with it. Every time. I mean, I lost my virginity while drinking vodka. Like, I mean, back in high school. Like, everything good came from vodka back in the day. Everything. All the crazy stories come with vodka. The preferred beverage here is Arak? Arak? I have no idea how to pronounce it even. Arak? Or beer, but don't drink or smoke. Yeah. No, I mean, I smoke weed occasionally. Occasionally. I say occasionally. But, yeah, I don't smoke any cigarettes or anything like that. I used to back in high school for a little bit, but not very much. I did it for maybe, like, I think it was like 4 months, and I was like, yeah, this isn't for me. But, okay, I'm gonna die these birds. What the hell, man? Okay, you need to die. Okay, nope, I'm gonna die. That's fair. Weed is a no-no. The preferred 19th birthday, drank a little bottle to myself. So, okay, when you say little bottle, like, how little we talking? Because when I say a little bottle, it's probably like this big, because big bottles of vodka here, like Grey Goose and whatnot, what we drank all the time, was like this big. It's bigger than my camera screen, apparently. This big, somewhere in there. A liter, not... Oh, liter! Oh! A liter of vodka. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. But I was home at the time, so nothing crazy, just can't drink it anymore. Well, I mean, it's not that good of an alcohol anyway, in my opinion. I mean, we drank it for the good time, but we definitely didn't drink Grey Goose for the taste. That's for sure. That shit was strong. That shit was super strong. What we would actually do too, and we were known to do this, is there's a name for it. I can't think of the name for it, but what you do is you get a giant cooler, you pour a thing of Grey Goose in there, you pour a bunch of watermelon in there, like cut up watermelon and throw that in there, and then I think you put cranberry juice, is it? I can't remember. It's some type of juice you put in there, and obviously ice. And that was like one of our go-tos back in the day. That was like our high school type of drink that we did back then. That I have some bad memories with that stuff. I can't drink that stuff no more. Arak is like moonshine, but down here it's distilled from sap of coconut flour. Oh, nice. I like moonshine. I don't drink it as much as I used to, but every now and then I have a friend that actually at the gym that makes moonshine, different flavors of moonshine, and he did a cinnamon schnapps, or a cinnamon, let me think here. A cinnamon, yeah, I guess it would be like a cinnamon schnapps moonshine. It's fantastic. When I was with Tanisha, she wouldn't even kiss me though after drinking it though, because like she hated moonshine so much. I told her it didn't even taste like moonshine. It was like cinnamon, and she was like, nah. It's just like she was ridiculous about that kind of thing. But yeah, I like moonshine. Moonshine's a good time. Other than that, I've had no crazy stories that revolutionary around alcohol in me, as I've never been a really heavy drinker. So in my high school days and college, I was a heavy drinker, and that's maybe why I'm not anymore, because I got burnt out of it. But I can say I drank way too much when I was younger. Way too much. Man, these birds, I forgot how annoying these birds were in Stormvale. Birds with knives on their feet. I'm alcohol free, 23 years. I mean, you can have fun without alcohol. You really can. You don't need alcohol to have a good time. But I will say, if you have nerves, or you're kind of introverted, it can help a little bit. I'm a very introverted type person. I'm more so now than I used to be. I used to not be so introverted. As I've gotten older, I've become more introverted. I dislike people more and more as I get older. But in my college days, I was introvert, but I had a lot more extrovert properties. I felt. Alcohol can help with that. If you struggle with getting out a little bit. I'm an introvert for life. I am now. I'm nowadays. I'm a shut-in nowadays. Wouldn't have it any other way. Scouts promise. Scouts promise. Yeah, right, Mr. Fahrenheit. Oh no, I can get crazy with alcohol. Don't need no help. Don't need help. Oh, wait, crazy without alcohol. Don't need no help of a beverage. So I had friends like that, like you, Mr. Fahrenheit, when I was younger, that said the same thing. They were like, oh, I can have a good time without alcohol. Those were some of the funniest drunks. I mean, I can remember some of the stupidest shit that those guys did. The ones that said, oh, I don't need alcohol. I'm plenty fun without it. When we got those guys to drink, those are the guys that I can recall so many funny stories. There was this one guy that ended up going to the military. Was a hard stiffler about not wanting to drink. Not wanting to smoke weed. And we get this guy to do it one night, to smoke weed and to drink. And this guy, he was a very, I'd say to himself type I don't even know about introvert. And he was going to go to the military. And he did for the while too. But so he had that kind of persona, that kind of attitude. And this kid was just so freaking crazy. We were around a campfire, and this was back in high school, and we were sitting on the campfire. This kid comes up running behind us with a giant bag of sugar. Now, if you don't know, sugar is extremely flammable. It's a carbohydrate. Very flammable. He throws the whole bag of sugar, and he runs up to the campfire. Look what I got, guys! He chucks it in there. Whole bag of sugar. Boom! The thing blows up. Well, I fall back on my chair because I don't want to get burnt. One of my friends loses a bunch of leg hair. The fire goes out. I was like, what are you doing? What? He's like, I got sugar from the house because the fire was low. I thought we needed to make the fire bigger. I'm like, not with a freaking bag of sugar. it was crazy. I almost died that night. So after that, that guy woke up that hangover for him the next day was crazy. He thought he was gonna die. He kept saying, "I'm dying, guys. I don't know what to do. I think I'm dying." I was like, "No, you have a hangover. You'll be fine." But it was just it was one of the funniest moments in high school I think we ever had at a bonfire. I'll never forget that. We just hear this guy running up behind us. He's like, "Look what I got!" and chucks this thing at this. I mean, it was a full bag of sugar. I mean, I don't even think it was open yet. He grabbed it out of my house. He ran up to my house to get a bag of sugar. Which, why? Why would you do that? Drop a bomb on a fire. Great plan. Exactly. That's what we said. We were like, "Are you trying to kill us, dude? Like, what are you thinking?" Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was probably one of the craziest bonfires I ever had. He wanted some sweet fire for a treat. One of my friends had a bad trip once, and when he woke up, we changed our clothes and had haircuts and woke up from a coma. Wait, what? I gotta read this again. Had a bad trip once. When we woke up, we had changed our clothes and had haircuts. And we were told, oh, so you were told you woke up from a coma, but obviously you didn't wake up from a coma, you were just told that? There was a night in college where we imagine that, drank a bottle of vodka. And me and my roommates, I lived with 4 other people. Well, me was one of the 4, so it was actually 3 other people, me plus 3 more. And we woke up the next day, everything in the house, everything in our apartment, like little townhouse thing where we stayed, was flipped upside down. I have pictures of this. It's fantastic. We got so drunk, we decided to flip everything over in the house that we could think of. So when we woke up, guess what we were on top of? I woke up on top of my bed, flipped upside down. So I woke up on the bottom of a mattress spring. You can imagine how well I slept that night. So we walk out into the living room and everything is flipped over. The couch is flipped over. The microwave is flipped over. Everything you can imagine. The salt shaker is flipped over. All of the chairs on the floor are flipped over. All the plants are flipped over. So imagine the mess that made. When we picked up the plants, the dirt fell out. That was a mess. That sucked. Everything in the house, the TV was flipped over. The Xbox was flipped over. Everything in the freaking house was flipped over. So we woke up and we were like, why did we flip everything over in the house? It was just, I mean, it took us like forever to flip everything back over too. We also found a giant pumpkin in our shower too. It was weird. We don't know where that came from. Alright, dude, is there a... Oh crap, I'm gonna fall, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of memories from college I have. I think I have more memories from high school actually though, because I think I partied a little bit more in high school than I did college. I mean, I partied a lot in college, but we hosted at my parents' place, we hosted so many parties in high school. I was boring as a youth, to be honest. I enjoyed my youth. I knew I was only going to have one youth, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I partied way more than I probably should have. I didn't get the best grades in high school. I found high school so hard to focus. I feel like I did better in college than I did high school grade-wise. I was a troublemaker in high school. I really was. Which is so funny nowadays because I look back and what things I did, how I acted then, and I'm like, why did I act like that, man? There's like, I heard we were talking about this question the other day, me and a couple friends. If we were given two options right now, to have either $1 million or go back in time to relive our life with all the knowledge we know now, what would we do? And, obviously the $1 million is the easy option. $1 million, you could basically retire on that. Where I live anyway, maybe not everybody, but where I live, you can retire on $1 million. So, a lot of people, chose $1 million. But we also had the conversation, like, how awesome it would be to be able to go back with all the knowledge we have now. Like, all the knowledge I have now about psychology, with all the knowledge I know about psychology, because that's what I originally went to school for, the amount of girls I could have had back in high school had I known how the human brain worked. I mean, that would have been great. I just heard a freaking loud bang. What the hell just happened? I gotta investigate. I wonder if my cat knocked over something huge. I'll be right back. Something just happened. Siri? Not sure what happened, actually. Nothing was knocked over. I don't know where that bang came from, though. That was weird. I wonder if my neighbors or something, like... That's weird, though. That, like, there should be a... One of my neighbors works at the night, and the other one... That's weird. I don't know what that noise would have been. Siri crashing stuff over? No, I don't think so. I couldn't find anything knocked over. It's a ghost. It possibly could be. I think my house is haunted. Well, good thing we have online school now. Yeah, Sean had a lot of fun. Watch the cover of Viva La Vida by What? Did you... I forgot about that. Is that still out there? Is that still live on my channel? Are you kidding me? Dude, that's fantastic. I forgot that was even public still. Yeah, it's still out there. It's always white people that investigate this kind of stuff, me included. I told you it's a ghost. It might be. I cannot believe... I didn't know I had that public still. Damn. Okay. Fantastic. So, the Viva La Vida thing. Okay, that is actually... That was a school project. And we had to do... I forget even what the school project was. But for me and my group, we decided to make a music video. We were playing in a little mini band at the time, and we decided to make a music video off Viva La Vida, because at the time that song was very popular. It's by Coldplay, if you didn't know. So we decided to do this, and we got such a good grade. We got such a good grade on that project that they actually aired that on the school TV channel then. So it basically aired in front of the whole entire school. Now, I was a let me think. Freshman or was I a freshman or a sophomore in that video? I think I might have been. I feel like I was a freshman. I looked really young there. I think I was a freshman in that video. But yeah, you can imagine the ridicule I got from that being aired on the school TV station. There's a lot of your old stuff that's on public. Really? Well, this is interesting. I might have to clear this out. I did not know it was public. I thought when I rebooted my channel, I took all that stuff off. I thought maybe not. I guess maybe not. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'll leave Viva La Video, Viva La Video, Viva La Video, Viva La Vida. Dude, I cannot talk. Viva La Vida. Viva La Vida. I'll leave that one up because that's kind of a monumental thing. But I'm taking all the other bullshit off. Man, I was late in my 20s and early 30s by the time that came out. I feel old. Oh, that really? I mean, that came out. That was like 2008? No, wait. No. If I was a freshman, oh gosh. If I was a freshman, that would have came out in 2006, but I don't know if we did it though right after it came out though. I'm not sure. We might have. I don't know. Yeah, I feel old too all the time. Like I hear some of the things people talk about nowadays. I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember doing stuff similar like that back in high school. I'm like, oh gosh, I feel old. Really, it was that long ago? I think it was 2006. I'm almost positive. Somebody's gonna have to do a Google search on that to see, because I don't know. But I think it was though. Um, 2006 I would have been. Oh shit! I'm gonna die. Oh crap. Oh shit. Oh, that's not good. 2006 I would have been a freshman, so if that is when we did that video, which it would have been similar to when that came out, that would add up right, I think, but I'm not sure now that I think about it. I feel like that song is actually older than 2006. But I'm not sure. Hey Siri, when did Viva La Why?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
I know you
Could
didn't.
please say that again?
Yes, I can do that again. Hey Siri, when did Viva La Vida come? Viva La...
Okay, I found this on the web, but yes, I can do that again. Hey Siri, when did Viva La Vida come? Check it out.
The track was... Wait a second, how is this possible? Dude, I think I'm from the future. I am from the future. I knew about this song and did this before it came out. I had to have. It says it came out in June of 2008. 2008, I was a junior. I know damn straight that I wasn't a junior in that video. There's no way. There's no way. That can't be right. Man, you guys are skeletons. Yeah, I know we're old people, aren't we? 2008. I don't even know that song exists. I'm only 14. Video was posted 14 years ago. So 14. Hey Siri, what is 2023 minus 14? Hey Siri, what is 2023 minus 14?
It's 2009.
2009. So, wait, I was a junior in that video? Damn. Holy crap. I looked like I was literally 15 in that video. I looked so young in that video. That's crazy, man. I can't believe that. No, I was right. Late 20s. I just woke my brain isn't working yet. You did after a year. So okay, so I made it after a year it was released is when I did the video. Came out 2008 and we did it in 2009. Interesting. That is... That's crazy. I just cannot believe I was a junior when we did that. I'm a time traveler. I'm telling you, I'm a time traveler. Guys, go watch his old stuff before he privates them. No, please don't do that. Don't. I was a giant dork. I was a giant ass dork back then. Exactly, Snake Man. You want to watch the live stream. You want to stay here. You don't want to go watch my old stuff. No, you don't. Nope. You don't want to do that. There's no fun there. No fun in that. All the fun is here. It's live. That's why it's good from dork to Chad.
Be proud. You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master.
Alright, Nefeli, you're gonna give me... I think you give me a golden seed. Oh, shit. Well, oh, right. Fantastic. I guess this bird's gonna help me kill Nefeli. Dude, what is going on here? Birds were like, you're not gonna kill Nefeli. We won't let you. What the hell? Okay, that's what I get for not killing the birds, I guess. He should make that a series. From dork to Chad. I mean, I seriously was a dork. I weighed, literally, I graduated high school. I weighed 119 pounds when I graduated high school. I'm 160 pounds now. And that's actually not my heaviest. I actually used to be, when I power lifted, got up to 180 for a while. Before I blew out my disc in my back and all that stuff. But now I usually maintain about 160. I like that. But yeah, I literally could do, like a documentary from dork to Chad. Because I'm completely different than what I used to be. Completely different. Alright, the birds are gonna die because... Man, 3 hits to kill that one bird? Are you kidding me? There we go. My word, you weighed the same as me. I was a small person. I was a very small person. And so in college, then it got worse. In college, I got obsessed with cardio. Obsessed with cardio. And the reason why is because there was this new program that came out, this new Beachbody program, and it was called Insanity Asylum. And I made a goal to try to get on the infomercial to that. Now, I did get on the infomercial. I am on the infomercial. If you look up the infomercial to Insanity Asylum, I am in that infomercial. So that's pretty cool. I hit my goal. But I got obsessed with cardio in college, like to an unhealthy degree. And I actually lost weight in college. People gain weight in college. Not this guy. This guy right here, I graduated or left college at 112 pounds, something stupid. I mean, I was literally like 3% body fat, thinking I was healthy, thinking I was all awesome. It was so unhealthy. It was ridiculous how lean and small I was. But at the time I thought, I'm fantastic. I can do all this cardio stuff. But you could have broke me in half though. I was weak as shit. I found you because of your Beachbody videos. This feels like so long ago. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this was a long time ago. Beachbody was. Oh my gosh, yeah.
You're running.
Yeah, that's interesting though. V, you found me because of Beachbody videos.
Scars remind you. Mother, I am slain. Please.
Stormhawk X, but no golden seed. Okay. Yeah. So V, you've been a follower for me for a long time, if that's the case, because my Beachbody videos, you know, that was a long time ago. That was 2012. 2011. I mean, 2011 is when I got on the Insanity Asylum infomercial. They flew me out to Vegas for the infomercial recording and whatnot, which was a cool experience. But that company as a whole, I mean, it's cool. Like I'm fond of any company that gets people healthy. I really am. But some of the things Beachbody does is ridiculous, and basically the persona that they make it feel like. When I was doing Beachbody stuff, it was basically like if you didn't have abs all the time, you were not worthy. It's like you were not worthy to be a fitness person if you didn't have abs all the time. And that is literally what Beachbody makes you feel like it, because in the videos everybody's ripped all the time, and it makes you, and so that's the persona that you're doing when you're doing those videos. You're trying to, you know, get super in shape, and it's like you think that is normal. You get to this normal thing, and it can destroy you mentally. You get to the point where you're so exhausted all the time, you have no energy because you think you're super healthy because you're doing these Beachbody programs and you're super lean. And you think you look good, but you're just lean. That's all you are. I mean, anybody can look ridiculously ripped just by losing a lot of weight, but does that mean you're healthy? No, I am so much more healthier than I used to be. I mean, literally night and day difference. Like I'm like 160 right now, 165, somewhere in there. And I mean, my testosterone is so much higher than it used to be. I mean, everything is way better. My blood levels, all that is way better. And I don't do any cardio nowadays. I lift heavy shit. And it's amazing how much more healthier I am now doing that kind of stuff than I thought I was back then, doing these self-proclaimed Beachbody workouts, thinking that that was the healthy way to go, when in reality that was just destroying my body. I mean, I got to a point where I was diagnosed with low testosterone, and that's a whole story too. I did a whole podcast on that, actually, that whole experience. But yeah, it's crazy, the unhealthiness that Beachbody promotes unknowingly. Like they mean good. They mean good to make people healthy, but unknowingly they make people go crazy. They really do. This has turned into a podcast. It seriously has. It's definitely turned into a podcast. No doubt about that. Beachbody sucks. Yeah, basically. I loved Insanity, but I preferred the other one. I think it was called P90X. Yeah, I did P90X a lot. I did so many rounds of that. I did P90X in high school when I was swimming on the swim team. That was a great program. That had lifting weights in it. That wasn't much cardio. That taught me a lot of basics. Like, that was a good program, but when Beachbody started to go to the whole cardio this, cardio insanity, like they went through this thing, and for some reason, where they kept making all these programs very cardio based, and they took the weightlifting out of it. And when they did that, I feel that really messed up the persona that Beachbody was trying to bring about being healthy, because doing cardio all the time is not healthy. When you have to do cardio to maintain your body weight, that is not healthy at all. It's not a good thing. I wish I knew what you guys were talking about. Fitness has always been my main thing. I mean, I wrote a book on it. Oh no. Oh shit. That was a punishing attack, but Oh, I missed that. Here we go. Oh shit.
I am the Lord of all that is cold.
Death by a little pocket knife. I love it.
We'll return together to our home, bathed in
Godric looks like he worked out back in the day. I mean, he has a lot of arms. You guys are talking about fitness and fitness, and this man just chopped his arm off. They promote short-term weight loss. It's never a good thing. Exactly. Any company that promotes short-term weight loss is not a good thing. Now, I will say, I know some people that got in good habits because of Beachbody, and that is a good thing. But the whole way they went about it, though, after a while, and I don't know if it's because new management happened. I used to be a Beachbody coach, too, so I used to actually work for the company, per se. So I knew a little bit of the insider stuff, and I knew at a time management was kind of going different routes. I think that's when the focus more on cardio happened, and that's kind of when Beachbody fell apart, in my opinion. Are they still a thing? Is Beachbody still going? I don't even know. I don't follow anything of that. I follow Tony Horton on Instagram. He looks pretty sickly, to be honest, but I know he's had a lot of health problems, though. So I mean, he can't do anything about that. He benched 405. Who benched 405? Godric? I used to be a body pump instructor, spin in Metafit too. Oh, okay, body pump. Wasn't body pump Beachbody or not? I have no idea, Sean. Oh, Godric? Well, I mean, if you have all those arms that Godric has, maybe that's why you could bench 405. Let me mark that boss off here. Okay, wait. Margitston, Godric. Okay. Body pump is Les Mills. And Les Mills is Beachbody. Les Mills did a Beachbody program. I know that for a fact because I had a person that I was friends with that did some promotion for the Les Mills program that Beachbody did, and that was cardio lifting, I think, if I remember right, wasn't it? It was like kind of like CrossFit stuff in a way, not as like aggressive as CrossFit, but it had the same type of lifts, I think, as CrossFit, like clean and jerks and whatnot. Yeah, it was. You could look it up. I know for a fact that was Beachbody. I know it. Like, Les Mills itself is not Beachbody, but they did a program. They did a collaboration with Beachbody, I remember. That was basically like a mini CrossFit type of program that they taped. Yes, yep. Yep, I figured you probably would recognize it. I mean, I think that was the same time that Insanity Asylum was a thing. At least I think so, anyway. You guys have some cool stories. You should totally make a podcast together. I used to do a podcast, and I actually have been thinking about going back to it, too. It's kind of funny that you mentioned that. I've been thinking about going back to making more episodes again, because I enjoyed doing it. It was a great time. The name of the podcast is called One Warrior. It's on Spotify, Apple, everything. It's out there. I think it's literally on every platform I have it on. Yeah, yep. I wrote a book. I wrote a book. I've done podcasts. I've done a lot of stuff. I've been doing stuff I've been doing stuff on like media and content creating since 2012, somewhere in there. 2011, 2012 is when I began doing all this stuff. Somewhere in there. Dawn's been busy. Yeah, I've done a lot of things, that's for sure. I mean, in all my, like, it's funny too, like, I've written a book, but honestly, I feel like I've written more through all the blogs I used to write. I've probably written and published over 180 different fitness blogs online. It's probably close to 180. I don't blog anymore, but I used to blog almost every other day. And that from 2012 all the way to like 2000, see, I was at the Bryan Times at the time, 2012 to like 2016, I think. I blogged like almost every other day or whatnot. I mean, I have, oh, it's crazy how much blogs I have out there. This is def a dork to Chad story, Sean. Maybe an anime adaptation. You know, it's funny that you say that because we were talking at the gym the other day and one of my friends was saying, you know, Sean, you would make an amazing anime character. Like, your backstory is insane. Like, you would have, like, you should literally, like, write down everything that happened and turn it into, like, an anime story. And I'm thinking, like, you know, that could be pretty cool, actually. Like, that, I don't know. It could be interesting. I mean, I've always kind of wanted to write an autobiography. Like, maybe someday, like, once I retire, I'll write an autobiography. Because I've always kind of wanted to do that. I love writing. Sean turned into my PE teacher. I mean, maybe. It was kind of funny. The other day we were at the gym and one of the younger people that trains with us, he's like 16 now. Yeah, he's 16 in high school. And he was saying how his science teacher brought me up in class the other day. And I was like, who's your science teacher? How does your science teacher know me? Like, I didn't even go to school in Bryan. Like, and he was saying, well, he knows you from online and stuff. And I'm like, that's really cool, but like, why did he bring me up? And he's like, well, it's because you know all this stuff and you know about fitness and lifting and whatnot. He brought you up as an explanation and example. I'm like, that's awesome, but I don't even know who the guy was. I was like, they're talking about me in school. It's crazy. I was like, what? I didn't go to school in that area even. Like, it just kind of blew my mind when he told me that. I was like, my name is not even from that area. The Fozzies are from the, you know, I'd say northwest Ohio is where we originated from. Well, I mean, obviously Germany is where we originated from. But once we settled over here, the Fozzies kind of all settled over here in northwest Ohio type area and kind of split off from there. Now we're getting into deep in my ancestry there, but it was just kind of crazy though how people knew me from this different town that wasn't even from. Sean's the next Andrew Tate. Oh gosh, that could get controversial, couldn't it? You can get some dangerous CrossFit teachers. Oh yeah, CrossFit's dangerous. I know some people that got seriously hurt in CrossFit. Like, seriously hurt, where they are like hurt now for life. Some people I know, you know, had some bulging discs from CrossFit because, like, the thing I don't like about CrossFit is form. Like, they don't focus on form at all in CrossFit. It's all about how much you can do, basically. And that's all CrossFit's about. It's just pushing yourself to the maximum level. And it's like, there's nothing healthy about going balls to the wall without a proper form. Form is everything. If your form is shit, you have to fix the form first. And CrossFit doesn't focus on that. They're all about, you're going to do as many kipping pull-ups as possible and, you know, clean and jerk this weight for this amount of reps and stuff. And it's just very hard on the body. Just look at their clean and jerk or pull-ups. Exactly. Yep. What exactly is CrossFit? So CrossFit is, what would you say? How would you classify that, V? Is it like a organization? Would that be the proper word to say? Organization? A lifting organization? I feel like that's a good way to put it. It's basically an organization lifting where you can compete, and it's not to the same degree as like powerlifting. Powerlifting is something I did. I loved powerlifting. Powerlifting is totally different than CrossFit. CrossFit is more competing exercise circuits. Competing exercise circuits. That's a good way to put it. A lot of the stuff they do is circuit training in a way. Our instructor was very adamant about form. Yeah, it's a type of circuit training. Oh, so yeah, basically, CrossFit is an organization that focuses around circuit training, and they do competitions. And there's a national level of CrossFit. But the thing is, though, at national level, a lot of those people have great form. I mean, there's some amazing athletes like that compete nationally, but a lot of these towns and stuff have CrossFit organizations. Like there's a CrossFit organization here, about an hour and a half away from here, and it's owned by a small place, you know, and they don't have that same level of fitness and knowledge when they teach form and stuff. So it's all about pushing yourself to the max. That's what it's all about. Pushing yourself to the max without form. And that's why it can be dangerous. You have to move really fast to get anything substantial done, or at least done right. Yes, exactly. And it's lifting like that is just a very easy way to get hurt. And then that's why I don't advise CrossFit to basically anybody. Unless that's the only thing that's going to get you off the couch. If that's the only thing that's going to motivate you is to go break your bones in the gym doing CrossFit, knock yourself out. But for 90% of the population, I think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's effective for bodybuilding, but for boxing it helped. Yeah, like I said, I think circuit training is good for athletes. Like if you're athletic, if you do an athletic sport like martial arts or boxing or any of that kind of stuff, CrossFit or types of CrossFit could be beneficial. Like one of my friends does jujitsu. He does like on Saturdays a CrossFit type of workout, but not to the degree that CrossFit puts it out there, just using circuit training. Like circuit training, I kind of hate that circuit training has been classified as CrossFit. Like if you do circuit train in the gym, they're saying, oh, you do CrossFit stuff. It's like, no, this is just a giant set. This is my last 3 exercises. I'm finishing them off just in a circuit style. This is not CrossFit. I've had people say that to me before, like, oh, you do CrossFit. I'm like, no. This is literally just my last 3 exercises. I'm running out of time in the gym. I wanted to pair 3 exercises together. This is just a circuit. Yeah, CrossFit sounds like it sucks. It could be better organized, I believe, if it was taught better, I think. We had a circuit class that was intense, but it was all about form. That's good. That's real good. It was not CrossFit. Yeah, there are some intense CrossFit on the internet. It's bonkers. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. The stuff that they do at national levels is absolutely insane to watch. I mean, it's actually entertaining to watch because of some of the stuff they do. It's just crazy. Like, what's the one guy? He has the record. Super fit guy. What's his name? Real famous dude. Jacked beyond belief. He has so many records in CrossFit. I cannot think of it. But there's this really jacked. I mean, a lot of the pros are just ridiculously jacked and in shape. But that's just it. Like, the pros even know that form is important. The main thing wrong with CrossFit is just, like I said, the small organizations that teach it and make it popular, because that's when people can get hurt. I would start every class demonstrating all the moves so the goers had an idea. See, that's a great idea when you do it like that. You're dead. Oh, maybe not. Now he is. Yeah, my head off the entire time was about posture. Posture is important. Posture, I believe, is something that a lot of people don't talk about enough. Alright, Lernia South we're in now. First boss in Lernia South. Yeah, I'm pretty much I'm a stiffler on posture. I like to... Anything, for me, it's all about, you know, what can make a person healthier. Like, one of the reasons, like, I lift the way I do, like, I go heavy and whatnot, is not just because I enjoy training heavy. I love training heavy. But it's basically, I want to make myself as strong as possible for the frame that I'm in. So, like, when a lot of people think, oh, you lifted that weight, I'm thinking, yes, I'm lifting that weight, but what am I doing? I tell people it's like this. There's a thing I learned in martial arts from my many years of martial arts back in the day that I used to do before I even got into powerlifting and all that kind of stuff. I did martial arts. And there's something that I take from there and I bring that into fitness. And that is when I wanted to make myself stronger, I did things that put the body to another, basically brought the body to a point of wanting to adapt. So for instance, to strengthen your palms, if you didn't know, you can strike metal poles. If you strike metal poles over time, your hands will get to a point where they don't bruise. Basically, your joints get stronger, your body gets used to it, your bones get thicker. There's been studies that have shown this. So when I lift weights, what I'm trying to do is make it so my joints, my ligaments, my connective tissue is all basically getting rebuilt from that heavy weight. Like for me, heavy weight is about constructing your joints to be superhuman almost. Because what happens as you age, your joints get weaker, and that's what can lead into a lot of joint problems down the road. So if you focus on strengthening joints and ligaments and connective tissue, obviously you'll look great. I mean, I look like a superhero right now. I'm pretty lean right now too. I'm like 9 or 10% body fat. 160. I feel pretty lean at this level. After Tanisha dumped me, I got just in the mood where I put all my energy in the gym, and my diet was spectacular, and I'm in really good shape right now. But even when I'm in this good a shape too, like it's all about trying to strengthen the bones, ligaments, connective tissue, the stuff that makes you want to live a stronger, healthier life, and in turn that will make you look fit, but it will also just strengthen you all around, make you just a superhero. And that's kind of how my training is. Proof of lies. Or proof or lies. Proof or lies. No, I don't like vanity. I don't like I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you've seen some shirtless pics of me. But I'm not the person to just show off. Like I'm the person in the gym that likes to stay covered up. I don't like to just be that. I don't like to be the person like wearing short sleeve shirts all the time and just showing off and flexing in front of the mirrors. That's not me. I'm the to myself type of covered up type of person where I just focus on getting stronger and just yeah. I'm not the vanity type. I don't like showing off and stuff like that. I've never been like that. That's why I never could get into like bodybuilding competitions. I can't stand the vanity. The way Sean sits, I can tell. The way Sean sits. The way I sit in my chair. Same, I haven't worn a short sleeve shirt in years. But no, I mean, nothing against those people. I mean, I know tons of people that love to, you know, flex in front of mirrors and be all, you know, show off and whatnot. And that's cool. I mean, if that's your thing, fine, go for it. You know, whatever makes you feel good in the gym about yourself. I mean, that's what it's all about, whatever makes you feel good. But for me, I've always been like bodybuilding's like an art piece. You don't show your art off. You know, your art's kind of kept private until like until it's like all complete. That's kind of like the mentality I use in a way. Tarnished you are. What is up, Sanjeet the Great? I think I pronounced that right. Yeah, you don't slouch and your head is not forward or out of your body. My head is not forward out of my body. I'm trying to think what you mean by that. Like, I think I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure I know what you mean by that. trying to think of a explanation. I've seen what bad workouts can do to someone. Oh, yeah. Okay, how am I not? I am dead. You have a good spine. Well, I mean, I have 2 herniated discs that I live with. I herniated, blew out my L4, L5 disc back in 2015 when I was getting ready for a powerlifting competition. So my spine is actually not the best. It will always be wrecked. And I've learned to live with those discs herniations. I still squat. I still do all the heavy lifts. I just have to be more conscious. I have to make sure I'm bracing properly. I have to make sure I'm staying tight and that kind of thing. But my spine is not perfect. My spine is probably one of my weakest links, to be honest. Okay, where was that grace at? I want to get that grace before I go back to that next dungeon. That way I have it. Oh, there it is. Are deadlifts... Okay, wait. Are deadlifts kind of always bad for your spine, even if you do them with correct form? No, not at all. Deadlifts are fantastic for you if you do them with good form. I was always a huge fan of deadlifts, and it's actually So for me, how I blew out my disc in my back was not the deadlifting. I'll tell you what happened. So for me, I was 2 weeks out from a competition that I was getting ready for, and I was feeling crazy strong. I was feeling really good. It wasn't the deadlifts that did it though. It was a Friday. I was deadlifting, and deadlifts went great. It was actually my accessory exercise that day. My second exercise, my accessory. I was doing bent over reverse grip barbell rows. And I wasn't even going that heavy. It was like 155 pounds or something like that. I mean, it was like a warm-up. I was building up, basically. I was building up to a couple heavy sets of 185, I think, for some couple sets. So it was like my second set in. And on the second rep, I felt this pop, and I collapsed to the ground. And I was like, what did I just do? Like, first, I was in shock. So first of all, there was no pain. It was just this pop, and I collapsed. And I was like, what just happened? I felt like, it basically felt like my spine fell apart. And it was terrifying. I was on the ground, and I wasn't even in pain yet. I was basically in shock. And it took me a while to even feel pain there because I had to realize like what happened. And I started rolling around a little bit on the ground. I'm like, okay, I can still move my upper body. I'm not completely paralyzed. And I start to move my toes. I'm like, okay, I still have control over my toes. So what happened? And I start to roll over, and I'm like, okay, there's something not right in my spine going on here. And then I found out I couldn't stand up straight. I could barely get up my stairs. I was lifting in my basement at the time. So what I had to do was basically sit on each stair and push myself up with my arms to get myself upstairs. I mean, it was terrifying. It was pretty crazy because it was just an accessory exercise. I mean, it wasn't even deadlifts that blew out my spine. But yeah, it was scary. It was very scary. It took me a long time to recover from that. All I could do for a while was shoulders and arms. Anything that and most of my training was done seated too. Like I couldn't do standing up bicep curls or anything really standing. I couldn't do. I could do shoulders and arms, and I could bench press some with my feet up on the bench as long as I didn't put my spine into it by putting my feet down. I could do that. I did that for about 6 months before I could even train legs at all, like leg extensions or anything. It was bad. The worst part though, at the time, I had an office job. And if you don't know, when you herniate your back, your lower back, sitting in a chair is like hell. I got to the point where I didn't care if I lived or died. Like, I went to work every day in pain. I was like, I don't care if a semi hits me today. Like, I am in so much freaking pain. I have to sit, and I have to work. I have to make money to eat. I have to make money to live. So I had no choice. I had to go to work. The place I was working did not offer any type of off time like that. I worked for a newspaper place that was basically Nazis. You know, you're here no matter what. They didn't care if you were dying, you were there. Like, my mom had breast cancer. The boss had no sympathy for her at all. And that's a whole nother story. But it was terrible. Didn't care if I lived or died because I was in so much pain and sitting at a desk all day, and it was bad. I did everything I possibly could to try to walk around during the day to get out of my desk. I almost lost my job too because I didn't want to stay at my desk very much because I was just in pain every time I sat down. And for me, I can't take pain medicine like stuff. I'm allergic. So I'm very thankful I'm a healthy person because I'm allergic to so many medications. I can't take cold and flu medication. I can't take very many pain medications. I can't. I'm allergic to all of them. So for me, I was basically screwed all around. I smoked so much marijuana to get me through that time because marijuana was something that helped me get away the pain, and it was something that I used, but it was hell on earth, man. What about the butt wink when squatting too deep? So butt wink, yes, that can be a bad thing, but honestly speaking, if you have butt wink, that's not the end of the world. If you have butt wink and it's causing you pain, that is when it should be addressed. Now, different people squat different ways depending on your leverages. Some people have to bend down more depending on if you have longer femurs. That's just going to be dependent on your leverage. There's some people I know that squat with butt wink and they have a super strong squat, feel super healthy. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is when it's causing pain. That's when it's a problem. I don't believe going past the knee I don't believe in going past the knee line as your tail dips inward. That's a good way to put it too. I also tell people squat the way that feels comfortable. The body was naturally made to squat. We just lost the ability to as we aged because we got used to sitting in chairs and our hip flexors became tight. So a lot of people forgot how to squat properly. But the body is very, very resilient. People forget this. People think that we are made out of bubbles and we can break so easily. The body is super strong, super tough. The things that the body can go through and recover from is mind-blowing. But man, this has become a depressing. Let's talk about anime. But I mean, I don't mind being real with you guys though. I mean, if any of my experiences can help anybody out there in anything, that's enough worth it to talk about. And I know there's other people that struggle with back pain out there. I know that's a very popular thing. So I don't mind talking about that, but that was a very bad time in my life. For a full, close to a year, I was in a lot of pain. It was bad. It was very bad. But that's also when I discovered The Witcher, though, too. When I couldn't do anything, I couldn't lift. A friend at work told me I should check out The Witcher because I was getting depressed. And I played The Witcher 3, and I got obsessed with The Witcher 3. And that literally what got me back into gaming, So it's like, everything happens for a reason. You got to remember that, guys. Everything in your life, it may not make sense to you, but it happens for a reason. If I never would have had that injury, I never would have got into gaming. I know it. I knew it because I wasn't really into gaming after college. After college, I gave up gaming because I worked in an office and I was focused on real life stuff per se. But where the hell is this dungeon at? Is it over here? I know it's close to the wall here. But that is really what got me back into gaming though. So I'm very thankful in a way that injury did happen. And I learned a lot too from that injury. Where the heck is that cave at? Oh, here it is. It's like the cave has to be here somewhere. Hell yeah, Witcher 3. Yep. I mean, imagine if I wouldn't have played Witcher 3. You know how many things would be different in my life? For one, I wouldn't have super long hair. One of the reasons I grew my hair out is because I was playing through The Witcher 3 and I was like, I wonder how I'd look with long hair. Because I thought Geralt looked pretty cool with long hair. So I was like, I'm going to start growing my hair out. And I started growing my hair out in let's see here. I lost my job in 2018. 2018, I lost my job. And that's when I started growing it out, is when I lost that office job. And I started, so I wouldn't have long hair if I didn't play The Witcher. Like, there's so many things that I wouldn't have done if I didn't play The Witcher 3. It's pretty crazy how much that game changed my life. Got back into Elden Ring too, yeah. Well, I mean, I've played Souls games for quite a long time. I mean, back in the day, I mean, I dabbled with Dark Souls. I didn't really get into Souls games till later on, though. I think my biggest Souls game that really got me back into Souls games, believe it or not, oh my gosh, this thing's gonna kill me. The game that got me back into Souls games is actually Code Vein. Code Vein, believe it or not, anime Souls, got me back into playing Souls games after my long hiatus. I barely know anything about fitness. I'm kind of fat, so I know nothing you're talking about. It's all right. Feel free to ask me any questions, too. I mean, I'm happy to answer anything. COVID totally changed my life. Before that, I was a fitness instructor when I got back into gaming, and now I work from home. Nice. That's awesome. COVID changed my life, too. I also work from home now, too. But no, wait. Was that really COVID? Probably COVID. Hell, I mean, so I had a really nice job before COVID. I actually lost it because of COVID. I was basically a service. I'm trying to think how to title that. Manager for a service department at a window company. So I basically was in control of the people that went out to do windows. Basically, the people that went out to service windows. I was in charge of those people. I got to schedule them and do all the manager stuff. And it was the biggest manager position I ever had. It was the job where I made the most money I ever had in my life. I was loving that job. Then COVID came and I lost that job. I was unemployed for 2 years. 2 years I was living off unemployment and making by before I got the job I have now, which I love. I love the company I work for. I work from home. I work for an insurance company. I basically verify people's health insurance. It's not a crazy hard job. I don't make as much money. I actually make the least amount of money I ever have in my life, but I am the happiest I've ever been in my life. And for me, happiness has always been the most important thing. Happiness and freedom is so much above money. Like, take all my money. All I want's my happiness. Like, I don't need all the money. Just give me my happiness. That's how I've always really been. I'm a single parent, so it's difficult to get to a gym. When my son is a bit older, I can go back. Yeah, COVID effed everything up. I went from popular to an introvert and depressed. Ruined my life. COVID is still ruining my life. I'm sorry to hear that, Snake Man. I know a lot of people that have the same opinion on COVID. For me, it was a game changer though, because it made me force me to change my life, because like I said, I was really liking what I was doing. I was making a lot of money, but at the same time, I was working a lot of time too as well. The job I was working for required a lot of hours, a lot of focus. It wasn't a work from home job, but I was getting into this mentality though, sadly, that money was so important. And I was losing my groundwork in my life, and I've never been like that. I've always been a person that could live on the very little amounts. But that job I had though made me feel like I needed to make money. Like, it's hard to explain. It basically made me love money more, and I hated that. I hated that I was becoming that type of person, because I never have been that type of person. I grew up in the country. I mean, I've never cared about making a lot of money. Where the hell is the door to this place? Isn't it right here? And this job that I had though at the time, I was making great money, so I completely lost my bearing on that. And so when I lost my job during COVID and I was forced to live, on unemployment, which it's funny because people say, oh, you got unemployment through COVID, you made a lot of money. Well, okay, I'm dead. Yes, we did get paid a lot, but what they don't understand is we had to pay almost all of that back as well. I mean, the taxes, here's something you got to realize. If the government gives you money, they're going to get it back one way or another. It's going to happen. The government, nothing comes for free. So it's funny that it forced me basically to get out of my wheelhouse and try to find another job, something new. And I found the company I work for now through that. So it's like, I'm very thankful that COVID happened, because it got me out of that wanting to just constantly make more money, that work mindset, because that is not me. And it was reprogrammed. That last job I had, while I liked it, it was a great job, it was making me focus too much on money, and I don't like that. Your top 3 single-player games. Witcher 3, number 1. I'm gonna have to say Elden Ring is up there now, too. Elden Ring, definitely. I spent so many hours in Elden Ring, it's like my second home. Let's see here. So, Witcher 3, Elden Ring. Let's see here. Let me think. Single-player games. I'm trying to think of like a different category because like obviously Dark Souls 3 was great. Single player. Why is that such a hard one for me to figure out? Single player. Sekiro. Yeah, Sekiro. I'd say Sekiro's in my top 5. I don't know if Sekiro is in my top 3, though. Sekiro brought me nightmares. Before I finished Sekiro, I mean, I was dreaming about that game. Like, it was owning my life. When I was playing through that game, that took me through a lot. I remember you loved Tales of Arise. Yes, I did love Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise, the story in that is fantastic. If you've never played Tales of Arise, I highly, highly recommend that game. For me, it's Elden Ring, Dark Souls 2. Oh, Dark Souls 2, really? That's a unique choice. And Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. That was a good game, too. I liked that. The builds that you could come up with in that game were actually pretty fun. Sekiro is a whole mood. That's a great way to put it. Sekiro is just a mood. That's what that is. But no, I'd say Sekiro's in my top 5. I know what you're talking about. You're making so much money that it's all you care about. Yes, exactly, Snake Man. And I'm not that type of person. I could care less about money. But I'm trying to think. Gosh, dude. Oh wow, that thing one-shotted me almost. Oh. Witcher 3, Elden Ring. I mean, I'm trying to think back to like the games I spent the most time in, and I honestly think, and you're gonna laugh at this because you know I just at the beginning of this stream tonight I destroyed, you know, I talked a lot of bad things about Zelda. Breath of the Wild was a fantastic game. I spent so much time in Breath of the Wild, and so much, I mean, the exploration in that was just so different. I might have to go with that game, because I just remember too many memories with that game. Bloodborne, Yakuza, Persona 5, Royal are mine, and Persona 5, nice. Why do we have Elden Ring and Witcher 3 in common? Because those are two great games. That's why. I mean, those two games are just fantastic. I think I'll die if I jump from this height. I think you have to go through here. Yeah, those two games are just kind of, I'd say, games that are completely revolutionary. Witcher 3 definitely was, and Elden Ring is kind of like the new kid on the block. But yeah, I mean, Tales of Arise was fantastic. Let me say that. Tales of Arise, the combat got stale by the end. All I wanted by the end of that game, if you watched my Let's Play on it, I just wanted the story. I just wanted the story by the end of the game. I was like, I just want to get through the combat, because I just want to see Elfin and, Elfin and, what was the, Shion? Elfin and Shion make out. I just wanted to see their romance play out by the end of the game. And luckily I got to see that play out. But it's, I can't say that was one of my top 3 games just because of the combat, though. I will say, though, Breath of the Wild, though, even though the combat's not that good, it was such a good game for when it first came to, because it was revolutionary in a way, you know. That game really was revolutionary. The puzzles, and I spent so much time in it. shit. That's not good. He knows his moves. It's his sword. Damn it. Yeah, I saw your comment about Bloodborne there, Mr. Fahrenheit. I want that to be ported over to PC. There's... I don't know if it was a true rumor, but I saw a rumor a couple weeks ago that, or was it a week ago or something? Maybe it was a fake rumor though. That there was talks of it being ported over, but it has to be fake. It can't be real. Narnia South, that is the second boss here. Rumor or it won't happen. Red Dead Redemption 2. Mr. Fahrenheit will laugh at that one because he knows I haven't finished the game. So Red Dead Redemption 2 was a great game. It really was. For some reason, I could not get motivated to finish the end of the game. I don't know why. I was enjoying it. It's just, I feel like it was so overwhelming maybe. I don't know. Something about that game, I never did finish it. Forget about it coming to PC. I recently went back to Bloodborne for the Platinum. Nice. My top 3 are Witcher 3, Elden Ring, and Red Dead Redemption 2. I remember when V started Bloodborne. Glad you like it now. Yeah, I remember when V started it. That was their first Souls game, right? I think it was, if I remember right. I don't blame you. It's so long. Yes, exactly. I think it kept dragging itself out. Everything was just so drug out. That's just it. Everything was just drug out, and it was just like, when are we gonna have a big pivotal moment here in the story? And I just never got that. I never played Red Dead 1 at all. I can't talk about Red Dead 1. I've never played it. Okay, that's second boss. Is there a catacomb or something over here? Yes, there is. Down here, I think. Alright, we'll ride up over there that way. Let's go that way. Ooh, favorite anime. Favorite anime. Oh, gosh. I've watched so many anime. This is not a fair question. Like, the amount of anime I have watched in my life... That is such a hard question. It's a good question, but it's a hard question. Fairy Tail. Oh, Fairy Tail is fantastic. I love Fairy Tail. I have the Fairy Tail logo on my G6 actually, my convertible. I have the logo on the back of the car there. It's oh yeah, Fairy Tail's fantastic. Fairy Tail got me through so much depression. Like seriously, so much depression in my life was cured by Fairy Tail. That show just teaches you never to give up. No matter what the odds are against you, never freaking give up. Another show like that is Black Clover. Black Clover is also really, really good. That's also another just motivating show to watch. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is fantastic. I love Demon Slayer. The new season is so good. Oh my gosh. Can we talk about the new season of Demon Slayer? Oh my gosh. Dude, this last week's episode, the anime, the animation in that show, oh my gosh. Guys, recommend me some good anime. I've watched the main ones only. Main ones, okay. Okay, so, okay, you have to give us a genre you want, though. What kind of genre do you like? Shonen? Romance? Like, I mean, there's all kinds of genres. I watch a little bit of everything. A lot of my viewers know I'm a big romance fan. I love romance anime. I've been a romance watcher of anime for a long time, but I watch all kinds of anime. I mean, I've shonen. I mean, you name it, I probably watch it. Anime. Now you lost me. See, which is funny because V, I think you would love anime. You really enjoyed Tales of Arise, right? Like anime. I know you would love anime if you got into it. There's no doubt in my mind. Sean does love his anime romance. Yep, that's true. Waiting for it all to come out. Oh, so you can binge watch it? There's no way I could do that, dude. I watch it every week on Sunday. Like, for me, Sunday night is anime night. I save up all the episodes that I want to watch for my shows, and then Sunday night, it's anime night time. So lately, what I've been doing, my shows that I've been watching this season, here are my top ones. Top one is Oshi no Ko. Oshi no Ko is fantastic this season. This is the first season I've ever seen of it. I'd never heard of the show. The same people that made Oshi no Ko made Love is War. And Love is War is one of my favorite romance anime of all time. Love is War is fantastic. It's so good. It's so good. Even if you don't like romance anime, the comedy in it is so freaking good. So Oshi no Ko is a great one for this season. Demon Slayer, Insomniacs After School. Wait, did I say that right? Insomniacs After School. People who can't sleep well. Insomniacs After School. That is a really good anime. These are all this season anime too, by the way. Let's see here. Loving Yamada 999. Oh, so good. The story in that, fantastic. What else have I been watching as my top ones? So, let me think here. Oh, Hell's Paradise. If you're not watching Hell's Paradise, you need to check that show out. It blew my mind. It's kind of like, I feel like the most underrated anime this season. Like, nobody's talking about it, but it's fantastic. Really, really good. I'm still watching One Piece. I stopped watching One Piece a long time ago. That show just kept going on and on and on. Genres don't matter, just have to be good. I could give you a lot then. Used to watch it in my youth, but now I don't really watch anything now, not just anime. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? That's a great anime. That's a good one. Yeah. I remember liking Beach and Bebop so long ago. Oh yeah, Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, definitely. That's a classic. I'm trying to think of this season though. There's no, Hell's Paradise. The Konosuba expansion or side story, it's okay. It's called Explosion. It basically is the side story of Megumin. It's okay. It's not that great, but I'd say it's worth a watch. I'm telling you though, like the pilot of Oshi no Ko is an hour and a half long. No wait, it's almost 2 hours long. I'm sorry, almost 2 hours long. It'll blow your mind. Like, it is so freaking good. And in the intro, the beginning song that they play, it's so damn catchy. Like, I would play it on stream, but I would get copyrighted, obviously. Stupid YouTube. It's so freaking catchy. So many of the songs this season are good. Demon Slayer, the beginning of Demon Slayer, that song is so freaking good. The chorus drops on that, and you're just so good. Hell's Paradise has a great opening too as well. Bro, Fairy Tail intros are bangers. Oh yeah, Fairy Tail bangers have known to be bangers for a long time. I've downloaded so many of those. Vinland Saga 2 was this season. Yes, Vinland Saga 2 was this season. I'm actually behind on that show, so don't spoil me on that one. I'm not caught up on that show yet. Wasn't there a ladder or something down here? Or this is the boss room. This is the boss. Oh wait, this is where it goes. When in doubt, go watch Berserk. Can't go wrong. I did a Berserk rewatch not too long ago. After Tanisha broke up with me, I just needed that darkness in my life. It's weird, right? Like when life throws you darkness, like a breakup like that, you want to surround yourself with more darkness. It's funny, right? But yeah, I threw myself into Berserk again for a rewatch after that, and it's just what I needed. That literally helped me out through that breakup a lot, because it's just so dark, and it's just like everything's like just it's aggressive. Has anyone played Destiny 2? I've never actually played any of the Destiny games. I can't talk on that. I can't speak on them. I've heard multiple things. I know people that like them, and I know people that don't care for them. Man, your energy is curing my depression. Well, that's great. I'm glad my energy can cure people's depression. That's fantastic. However I can help people. Played it, but got tired. Oh yeah, Bungie. Yeah. So has anyone played the new Diablo yet? I have not, and I don't feel like paying $60 for a game that I don't even know if I'm gonna like. V has. Yes, not... So wait, you're just a second, let me... Not my thing. Why am I getting Homelander vibes? Yeah, these streams are amazing. Thank you, Steak Man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I try to be, you know, just myself. I mean, what I am on stream is literally what I am in person. I'm not a different person in person. So if you like this, that's fantastic. I'm happy I can help. But V, why did you not like Diablo? Because I know a lot of people that are just in love with it right now, and that's all they're talking about. I have a couple friends that are like completely crazy about the game right now and say, "Oh, you gotta play it," and I'm like, I don't know. Oh shit, these things are down here? Crap. Good old Bloodhound's Fang, man. Holy crap. Just wrecked that thing. I've pre-ordered Diablo... Wait a second. Okay, I think I read something here. Why am I... Not my thing. What did you say not my thing to? Oh, Destiny, maybe. I loved the beta. I pre-ordered Diablo 4. Can't wait. I want to play it, but... Okay, so you were talking about not your thing for something else. Okay, so you do like Diablo 4. So I pre-ordered Diablo 4. Can't wait. I want to play it, but I'll wait for it to be less pricey. Yeah, same here. I don't want to pay $60 for it. Nah, she said she doesn't like Okay, doesn't like Destiny. No, Destiny is not my thing. That's what I'm answering. It's so hard to find people that play Destiny. I mean, is there people... Is that still, like, a pretty big thing people play? Like, is that still a game that, like, gets constantly updated and whatnot? Or did they kind of leave that alone and not update it anymore? I know for a while that was a big thing. It's a live service. So, okay, so they're still... Yeah, for sure. It's still being updated. That's been around a long time. Destiny has, I mean... Oh shit, I meant to block that. Shit. There we go. Good old jump attack for the win. A lot of stuff in this room. It's a huge deal, but at the moment they're getting a little bit hate with the new microtransactions. And it will still be updated when the light tech stock ends. But I'm waiting for his Warhammer Space 2 to be playing on the OG Space Marines, so gory. Oh, nice. I'm really excited for Diablo 4. Next month is going to be awesome. Yeah, I was going to say, V, you're probably playing Final Fantasy 16 too, aren't you? You missed it. Oxford was in the stream earlier tonight talking about that. He's really excited for that game as well. Sadly, that's not a Steam game, so I will not be playing that. I want to, though, man. It looks so good. The combat looks just fantastic. Like, why does Who's the developer of Final Fantasy? I completely forget. But why do they want to do an exclusive for PS5? Like, dude, these things. PC play as a PC player, we must suffer. I know. I'm used to it. I'm still. Hey, I'm happy. I still have not been spoiled by Ragnarok. I still have no idea what happens in Ragnarok. I was able to skip all the spoilers. I'm feeling great about that. Square Enix. Oh, okay, Square Enix. But they have a deal with Sony. Okay, I see. Always been a console player. So I was always a console player too till 2 years ago, and then I switched to PC. I mean, I still have my Xbox Series X. I just barely ever play it. But going to PC was one of the best moves I ever did. I mean, the things you can play on PC, all the mods you can play. I mean, the fact that you can play Elden Ring and then play it 3 times completely different. Like, there's randomizer out there, there's Boggate randomizer, there's Elden Ring Reforged, Elden Ring Dark Moon, Elden Ring Convergence. The fact that there's one game out there that you can play all different kinds of mods on, PC is just so worth it. It really is something I wish I would have done earlier, because there's so many benefits to going on PC. Also the performance too. I mean, the performance on PC, you have complete control over graphics and everything. You know, unlike console, you have like one page of settings. I can tweak Elden Ring if I wanted to, I mean, all kinds of stuff. I can tweak shaders, all kinds of, you name it, and I can tweak it. You can't do that on console. And that's just, it's such a mind-blowing thing, the difference from console to PC it was. And my PC controller sucks. Oh, I'm just using an Xbox controller. I'm just using actually, this is my Series X controller, the one that from my Series X. I just have this plugged into my PC. I just can't seem to learn the keys on keyboard. Oh, I don't. Okay, you need to talk to Mr. Fahrenheit about that. He played Sekiro all the way through on a keyboard and mouse. He is my hero. I don't know how he managed to do that when I could barely beat the game with a damn controller. Somehow he is the pinnacle of Souls players. The fact that he beat that game with a keyboard and mouse blows my mind to this day. It's not that impressive. Yes, it is. you're trying to live that hype down, and that is super impressive. Imagine beating Demon of Hatred on a keyboard and mouse. Like, no, absolutely not. Like Ishin's Sword Saint, how fast he throws everything at you on a keyboard and mouse. I don't understand it. Yeah, teach me. Exactly. I don't use any sugars, just health pellets. Wait. Oh, you don't use any of the sugars? Wow. Okay, this is the dungeon where you have to drop down, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then you're down here with these guys. Oh, I have no flasks. I gotta be careful. Oh gosh, that's not a much. Oh gosh. This is bad. This is a bad arena to fight this thing in. Shit. Oh crap. This is bad. Oh no! Oh shit! There's a second one! Oh gosh! Oh gosh! I forgot about the underground area in this one. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this catacomb. Plus I have a crappy laptop, no way it can support gaming. Checked it. It's 16-month limited time exclusive we get to play. Man, those omens rock you. Yeah, they definitely did. Well, I only had one flask, I guess, but yeah, they rocked me. I almost had the one dead, but the other one came out of the corner out of nowhere. He was like, I am here. Well, at least we can go straight down. I'll run right through here, because I think this just goes... Oh wait, that's not even the right way. There, this way. Will they... Oh, shoot. Will they drop down too, though? Crap. If they drop down too, I'm screwed. Well, we're going to find out. It's going to be kind of trial and error here. Yep, they did. Okay, that omen, it must be deaf. Like, literally, he must be deaf. Also, there's another omen down here. Where's he at? So I don't accidentally aggro... Oh, there he is. He comes walking in. Oh. So this guy was on patrol, and he saw his friend getting killed. So I have... Okay, where's he going? Is he going to walk back here? No, he's going to walk through here. Okay, so I have time to kill this one. Not a lot of time. I'm gonna... Yep, okay. Shit. Use the wall to my advantage. Oh, shit! Damn, he just, like clotheslined me into the wall. These things are so freaking brutal. Oh gosh. Let's hope that's the last one of those down here. How much sleep do you get? Isn't it way past midnight there in the US? How do you work in game time? Okay, so tomorrow I don't work. I actually have Wednesdays off. So that's why I stream a little later on Tuesdays. Tuesdays we usually do 4 to 5 hours. So it's 2:14. It's 2:14 a.m. right here right now. Which is not bad as bad as I thought. I was thinking it was closer to 3 actually. But yeah, Tuesdays is the long stream night. Thursday is a short 2-hour stream night. And Saturdays is kind of hit or miss. If the stream is going good, we'll go, 4 hours or whatnot. But for the most part, it's Tuesday and Saturday are my long streams. Thursday is more of a shorter stream. Use the wall to my advantage. Yeah, exactly. But on an average night, though, how much sleep I get, that's kind of an interesting question. I shoot for 7 to 8 hours a night, and I usually get that. Sleep is very important, especially for somebody who likes lifting weights a lot like I do. Nice, okay. I don't know if that would kill him or not, but it did. Awesome. But yeah, I shoot for about 7 to 8 hours a night. 11:45 a.m. for me. Depends on the time zone. Just after 7 a.m. for me. Yeah. I'm guessing you're from Southeast Asia. Me, I am from Ohio, in the United States. Oh shit, I'm totally dead. Oh, maybe not. Oh crap. That's bad. You know what? I'm gonna pull this lever. If I can... Yep. Well, we got the lever. That's all we needed. It's morning for you guys. I'm from UK, actually, talking about Ohio meme land. I'm sorry, Sean had to represent. It's okay. That's fair. That's definitely fair. I mean, there are quite a bunch of memes that have to do with Ohio, and I'm okay with that. mean, most of the memes have to do with weather about this area, because the weather in Ohio can be so weird. I mean, for instance, like lately, the weather this year especially, there were weeks where I was, or just a few weeks ago, I was driving my convertible around, you know, close to 75, 80. Literally a week later, or not even a week later, just a couple days later, and it was below 30 again. It's like the weather here in Ohio is just crazy. Yeah, I just want to run to the boss. I just want to run to the boss. Can I just do that? Shit. I'm okay with that. Dies inside. Is it true there are shadow demons in Ohio? Shadow demons? Well, there are a lot of haunted areas in Ohio. Like, we actually, where I live, not far from here, we actually had the most haunted place in America, #1 spot in this on this Discovery Channel. So Discovery Channel, let me clear the air here. Discovery Channel came to the town that is near me, and they actually did a documentary on this place, where it's basically this silo, this old farm silo, and it's a creepy ass place. The stories there are crazy, but there's warning signs that say, like, if you enter, you may leave here with chain marks wrapped around your neck. Like, there are literally signs saying, like, you have to sign a waiver to go in the freaking place because it's that messed up. So there's some weird shit that is around Ohio. There's several creepy haunted places around here, I think. When I was younger, in high school, me and my friends would actually go out on Friday nights and visit some of these haunted places around this area, and we found some creepy shit. We definitely explored some creepy shit, some very, very scary stuff. Do I believe in demons? Absolutely. Absolutely believe in demons. Oh, baby, yes, that's perfect. Another knife. That's why we carry knives with us. Alright, another boss down. Let's mark that one off. I'm 19 from India. Number 3. How old are you guys and where are you from? I am 31. I visited Florida last month and went from -5 Celsius to 40 Celsius in Florida. Damn, that'd be a crazy switch. How old are you and where are you from? 14 from Washington. So we have quite the... I'm 8. You're 8 years old, Mr. Fahrenheit. You're watching my streams 8 years old. I don't know if your parents would approve of that. Wait, if you're 8 years old and you beat Sekiro with the mouse and keyboard, you're literally a genius. Nah, start 'em young. Is anyone a fetus? I know. Go to bed. Yeah, Mr. Fahrenheit, you're up too late. Being 8 years old, you have to have a bedtime. There's an Everjail here that we have to do. I kind of forgot about that. I'm old enough to be any of your mums. Even me? I'm 31. How old are you, V? I can't read. I'm 40. Okay, so you're 9 years older than me. Yeah, except Sean, exactly. I was like, I was sure. Joke's on you guys. I'm on summer vacation. I miss summer vacation. I wish work had summer vacation. Work should have summer vacation. You should always have summer vacation in life. That like it's so stupid that you have to work in the summer. Nah, I'm 23. Yeah, I thought you were like 22 or 23, Mr. Fahrenheit. Sean, are you my brother's? You are my brother's age. Oh, nice. Yeah, you know, 30, 31. Well, I guess I should say 30. I like being 30. I like this age. I didn't know, like, when I turned out, I was like, I'm like 30 years old, 30 more years, and I'm gonna be retiring. Like, there's a lot of benefits to thinking like that. You know, it's like 30 more years now, close to be retirement. But also too, like 20 more years, and I'm lived half my life already. I mean, I'm not gonna live to be 100 years old. There's no way. I mean, most people in my family, we live on average in the I think the average is 80s in my family and in our bloodline. My dad's side is maybe a tad higher, but I mean, if I got to be 70, I probably, I don't know. It's such a weird thing to think about. 31 but says 30. Aw, there, Sean. Sean looks like Jesus. I mean, it's whatever your perception of Jesus is. Oh, okay. Well, I think we're gonna call it a night because it's getting kind of late. And I think we made a lot of progress. I mean, we how many bosses are we up to now? Here, let me see this real quick. We've done, what does that say? 35? 35 bosses out of 165. We're making progress. Making quite a bit of progress. But thank you guys for redneck Jesus. Thank you guys for all coming out tonight. I appreciate it. We had a blast. This was really like a podcast tonight. We covered a lot of topics. We talked about a lot of stuff. Thank you guys for coming out. We will be back on Thursday. You guys have yourself a great damn night. Stay strong. And we'll see you next time. Stay strong. God bless you guys as well.